Hi everyone. Oh, hey, look, encoding overload. Just a good start for everybody today. Hi guys, what's up? Hi Zoe, hi Professor, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm all the way over here. Why am I all the way over here? Because, well, if you're new to the channel, you are going to learn that the first Monday of every month is dedicated to reading you guys my travel log. So, to catch everybody up, hello LQP, or I can call you Ham for short. Okay. So, I have no music in the background right now. Let's change that really quick. To have a little ambiance. Okay, so, we are 4 chapters into my travel log already, in which, to recap as quickly as possible, I was a normal teenage girl. As you can see, I still am one, but my life changed drastically when I was chosen by the Keyblade, and now I, travel across the galaxy. Well, not yet, but in the travel log, I have made my way over to Amestris, where I am learning about Ed and Al's world, meeting their friends, so on and so forth. Last we read, I had just spoken to Russell, who, in fact, told me that my best friend Kai had escaped from our world when it was swallowed by darkness. So that leads to my current events now, where I am still looking for him, have not found him yet. Spoiler alert, I guess. I mean, I say it every stream, don't I? But yeah, so without further ado, let's pull her up. Tonight we will be reading chapters 5 and 6. Just a kind of good way to do things. 2 chapters for every reading, because it is a lot of reading, but it is also, not too much of the travelogue being read at once. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to suggest a little TLDR for newcomers. Hey! And Zoe reading. No, I'm reading. You're playing Minecraft. Awesome possum. Alright, so let's get started. Mr. Hughes and his family are very nice, Al explained to Minami as they walked down the streets of Central. I know it's not quite home, but he seems to be able to make it feel like a second one at least, he added with a smile in his voice. Oh god, miss. At least for brother and I. Yeah, Ed nodded in agreement. He's a little over the top, but he's one of the few people in the military that I know we can count on. I see. Minami looked up to see that the 3 of them were approaching an estate, and she saw none other than Mace Hughes waiting for them out front. Standing next to him was a woman and a young girl, who she assumed were his wife and daughter. Hey there, Minami, Maze greeted her. Just in time. My family and I were expecting you. Isn't that right, my little Alicia? Hey, it's little brother! The little girl pointed to Ed. And big brother! She then pointed to Al. She then looked to Minami and raised a brow in curiosity. She looked down to her hands and held up fingers as she began to count aloud. 1, 2, 3? She looked back up at Minami in wonderment and blinked. Hello. Minami offered a small smile and went to crouch down so that she could look at the little girl at eye level. My name is Minami. Big sister! The young girl squealed. Minami blinked in surprise at the girl's sudden outburst, but then found that she couldn't help but smile. Doesn't she just make your heart melt? Maze swooned. I swear, she's so precious that even after the hardest of days, her little smile can brighten anyone's life. Welcome to our home, Minami. My name is Gracia, Maze's wife introduced herself, as Minami went to stand back up. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Minami bowed her head politely. And welcome back, Edward and Alphonse, Gracia smiled at the Elric brothers. My, have you gotten taller, Edward? Ed's eyes lit up with such a compliment, but Al knew, in reality, he hadn't gotten any taller. It was just that his little cowlick of hair on the top of his head had grown a little longer. Still, he wasn't about to burst his brother's bubble. "It's great to be back, Mrs. Hughes," Ed grinned. "I really hope that us coming on such short notice isn't a bother for you," Al added. "Not at all," Gracia insisted. "When May said that you boys were coming over with a friend, I was more than happy to have you over, just like old times." Gracia then looked to Minami. "Minami, you must be tired after a long day. We have a guest room you can stay in, and you're more than welcome to join us for dinner tonight." "Thank you so much," Minami thanked her. She had to admit, the thought of both food and sleep made her feel a whole lot better. "Hi, Max, and hi, Kynes. Welcome to the readings." Excuse me, I'm actually going to take a quick sip of water here. I just realized, I think my cup's not moved over with me, is it? Nope, it's all the way over there. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I could move it, couldn't I? Where's my water cup? Bring that back. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I want my water cup. Now I gotta take a sip for good measure. Alright, cool. My water cup is here with me. The head pats, in fact, are not, though. Let's change that. I should have moved everything over with me. Is that appropriate? Good enough. Whatever. This is not what I'm here for. Okay. Get rid of my cup. We shall continue. After a shower, followed by a delicious dinner, Minami retired to the guest room that Gracia offered her. It was only now that she was clean and full that she felt more tired than ever. She tossed her old clothes onto the floor next to the bed, but jumped at the clunk that the heat made as it hit the floor. Oh. Minami realized that the thud was because of her phone that was in her pocket. She reached down to pick up her jeans and dig out everything she had in her pockets. She set down everything on the bed and looked over it all. Her wallet, phone charger, earbuds, and cell phone. These were the only things from her world that came with her. Minami reached to pick up her cell phone and turn it on to see her lock screen. She felt her heart throb at the sight of a picture of her and Kai, hugging each other and holding up peace signs at the camera. They were so happy in this picture. Minami wondered to herself, wherever Kai was he just as scared and tired as she was? Was he safe, somewhere where he could eat and shower, with people who tried to make everything as comfortable as possible, like she was? She knew that she was always one to put on a brave front, but she always knew, deep down, she was just as scared too, most of the time. If he could see her now, and knew what a wreck she's been? Minami shook her head to dismiss her thoughts, as she unlocked her phone, being welcomed by the no service message at the top bar of her screen. Not surprising, Minami let out a weak, bitter chuckle. Still, she navigated her way to her contacts and found Kai's name. What harm would it do to try, she thought. Minami pressed Kai's name, and then held the phone up to her ear. She closed her eyes, only being welcomed by silence. No ring, no busy tone, not even a recording telling her that the line is out of service. Of course it wouldn't. Minami started to move her phone away from her ear, but stopped when she thought she heard something. A chirp? A half ring? The sound was enough to give Minami hope once more, and she not only pushed her phone tightly against her ear, but she used her other hand to hold it there even closer. She waited in anticipation, feeling her heart start to pound in her chest. After a few more moments of silence, click! "Hey! You've reached Kai Kurashima." "Kai?" Minami gasped. "I'm afraid I'm not here at this moment, but leave a message after the beep." Kai's recorded voice took a deep breath. "Beep! Beep! What?" Despite hearing the tone, Minami was rendered silent. She stood there, utterly shocked that she had even made it to Kai's voicemail. She then realized that she was limited on time. Voicemail recordings weren't long, and she didn't know if she would be able to get this far again. She quickly composed herself before starting to speak. "I have no idea how I'm leaving this voicemail right now. There's no Wait, that doesn't matter." Minami got flustered and shook her head. "Kai, please be alright. I found Russell, and he told me that you managed to escape before..." Minami realized she was rambling again. She stopped herself and took a breath. "I don't know where you are, but I just hope you're safe. I promise, I'll do everything I can to find..." "You have exceeded the maximum time for recording. Thank you for calling. Goodbye." Click. Minami lowered her phone from her ear to look at her phone and see that the call had disconnected. She watched as the phone returned to her lock screen of the photo of her and her best friend. Her eyes quickly welled up with tears and pulled out. A teardrop fell from each eye, landing on both her and Kai's faces in the picture. Minami took a shaky breath and stuffed the phone in her pajama pants pocket. She turned to the bed and took all of her belongings to shove in her other pocket before she plopped down to sit on the bed. She lifted her hands so that she could hold her face in her hands, not even noticing that the door behind her had opened. "Hey, Minami, can I come in?" Minami flinched when she heard Maze Hughes' voice, and she quickly wiped her eyes with her sleeves before he could see her face as he stepped in. "Gracie, I figured you could use a cup of tea. It could help you sleep better, you know," Maze said, as he approached her bed and set the mug of tea on her nightstand. Minami accidentally let out a soft sniffle before speaking. "Thank you, Mr. Hughes." Despite that she sniffled, she turned to look back at him and put on a pretty believable smile. The only thing that gave her away was that, even though she wiped away her tears, her eyes were still red and puffy. "Hi, Chaos. Welcome." Maze offered a small smile. "You look like you got a lot on your mind. Want to talk about it?" Minami's smile faded, and she looked down to her lap. "I wouldn't know where to begin." "Go ahead and try," Maze chuckled as he went to sit down next to her on the bed. "I'm no seasoned traveler, but I've definitely seen and been through quite a few things in my time. I work for the military. I already know about what happened to your world, as well as the ultimatum that the Fuhrer gave you." Minami tensed at the word ultimatum. Maze decided to continue speaking. "The boys may have also spilled the beans about the situation with your friend, but hey, they're just concerned about you." Minami didn't seem to mind. She was quiet for a long moment before letting out a sigh. "Can I ask you something?" She kept her eyes on her lap. "Shoot." "I'm hearing that you guys are looking for Keyblades and their wielders," Minami started. "Mm-hmm, that's right," Maze nodded. "So, like, in the plural sense? How many have you found, other than me?" "Well, as you know, it's currently just you," Maze answered. "There was a point where there were more, but those days have long come and gone. Honestly, I've been investigating it for a while myself, but so far, not much to say." Minami sighed again, with a hint of a whine in her voice, as she went to bury her face in her hands once again. "I was supposed to start high school tomorrow, and now I'm here, apparently the only ray of hope when it comes to fighting this darkness and saving the whole galaxy, when I had no idea about any of it until now." She paused for a moment. "I'm trying to be brave, but..." She took a shaky breath as she lifted her head from her hands and looked up to Maze with trembling, scared eyes. "This is way over my head, Mr. Hughes," she confessed. "On top of that, if I say no to this ultimatum, I'm not only stranded here, but I'm also considered an enemy. If I say yes, and if I do somehow manage to do whatever it is I'm supposed to do, I'm just going to be bound to a military from a world entirely different from my own. And I doubt that they're going to let their only Keyblade wielder go home so easily." In that moment, Minami realized, no matter how she put it, she was trapped. Her face twisted into a pained scowl, and she turned her head to hide it. She was frustrated at how much she had cried in front of people today, especially because she hadn't even let Kai see her cry since the first day they met. "It's a huge burden, no doubt about it," May said quietly. "Everyone I know joined the military out of choice, even those two boys. But you? You didn't ask for this. You didn't want this. And now everything is going to be different. Some might say that that's just life or part of growing up, but I think this is different. This is bigger than most people could handle, let alone imagine." Minami glanced out of the corner of her eye to see that Maze had taken off his glasses and was wiping them with a cloth as he continued speaking. Even if you weren't going to be an enemy of the state, you don't seem to be the kind of person who would just sit back and do nothing. At least to me," he said. "Either way, it would still be up to you. I might be part of the military, but I'm not going to pressure you to join. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I can tell you what you can do." Minami turned her head to look at Maze just as he finished wiping down his glasses and put them back on his face before looking back at her. "What you can do is save and restore your world, and salvage, if not regain, what was lost. What you can do is find and save your friend, and furthermore, what you can do is trust us." Minami's eyes widened a little more, allowing him to continue. "I can't say what will happen once you've finished your duties, but I can promise you that, once you've sealed away the Heartless once and for all, that will leave you to your world and keep you out of our affairs." With that, Maze offered her a reassuring smile. "I have a friend higher up who will make sure of that. The boys, the colonel, and everyone else. All of them are going to be working not just for us, but also for you. I know we might seem like strangers right now, but just know that you're not alone." Minami stared back at him, her eyes wide. That was not only incredibly touching, but it made sense. For the first time since she came to this world, what somebody said to her didn't confuse her, terrify her, or both. Right now, Maze had laid out her options in such a simple yet straightforward way, but what he said also didn't scare her. In fact, it gave her hope. Minami couldn't explain it, but she felt so much better. Despite this, the already existent tears in her eyes spilled out when she finally blinked, and she quickly went to wipe her eyes with her sleeve. "Thank you, Mr. Hughes." After she finished rubbing away her tears, she lowered her arm to reveal a soft smile on her face. Maze couldn't help but smile a little brighter in response. "No problem, Minami. You just rest up for now." As he went to stand up, the bedroom door opened to reveal Alphonse Elric. Hi, Minami," the suit of armor greeted her, seeming to be uncomfortable. "This is awkward, but, I have to spend the night with you," he squeaked, nervously reaching to touch the back of his metal helmet, as if he were scratching it. "Huh?" Minami blinked. "I kind of have to, since, brother and I are supposed to watch you?" "Watch me?" Minami asked, now feeling uncomfortable herself. "We have the order that we gotta be within 6 feet of you of all times," a voice grumbled from behind the suit of armor. The door opened further, revealing Edward stepping in with a small mattress under one arm and a bundle consisting of pillows and a blanket in the other. "I see," Minami resisted the urge to frown. And just like that, the moment of feeling better was over. "What is this? Some kind of slumber party?" Maze asked, trying to lighten the mood. "Perhaps my little Alicia can join." "It could be your very first slumber party." "No, that's fine," Minami insisted. "All of this is..." She had to take a deep breath before forcing a smile as she finished her sentence. "Perfectly fine." It was obvious to her that the Elric brothers weren't doing this by their own accord. They were forced to do this just as much as she was. She knew that the best thing she could do for everyone at this moment was to not be difficult. Maze read through her expression like an open book. "Come on, the guest room across the hall is too far away to watch her?" He looked back to Ed, letting out a chuckle. I don't know if I trust two boys in the same room as a girl. After all, you're all getting to be at that age." Minami's face drained of color. "Absolutely not," Ed glared at Maze after plopping the mattress down on the floor. "She's got nothing to worry about, trust me. We're here because it's our job." The suit of armor let out a weak, nervous chuckle. "Sorry, Minami. Just pretend we're not here." "Yeah," Ed said in agreement as he put down his blanket and pillow. "We'll stay on the other side of the room and give you your space." Maze could only sigh softly through his nose. Orders were orders. "All right," he walked to the door. "But I'm keeping the door open." "Thank God," Minami thought to herself as Maze stepped out of the room. She went to crawl under the covers of her bed. She remembered that Maze had left tea on the bedside table, and she reached to hold the mug in both hands. I'm gonna change the song because it's just kind of not in the mood. Sorry. I hear this kind of drumming happening in the background. It's taking me out of the story as much as it's probably taking you guys out. Also, speaking of which, is the music okay? Can you guys even hear the music, or am I the only one having to deal with this? I will take a moment. No, Zopi, I did not go to those worlds. What Minami has told us in the past, I've been to the feudal era and the East Blue. Yes, Professor is correct. You can also see that information below the video player. I have a little travel log section that kind of tells you guys where I'm at. And welcome, Froyo Fox. And now that I'm caught up with the chat, I'm going to take a sip of water. And then I shall continue. Alright. Get away, water cup. She remembered that Maze had left tea on the bedside table, and she reached to hold the mug in both hands. "I'm gonna change. I'll be back." "Okay, brother." Minami watched the Elric brothers have a short exchange before Ed walked out of the room. After he disappeared into the hallway, Al glanced back at Minami, who quickly averted her eyes and went to sip her tea. She hummed softly in response to how the warm drink relieved her throat. At least this world has tea. This thought had Minami begin to wonder what else this world had that was the same as her home. Her eyes scanned the room and recognized all of the basic furniture. Some framed pictures on the wall, a clock, but one that was analog. The biggest difference she noticed was that there was no TV, but a radio on a corner table across the room. This world was definitely... this world was similar to her own. That much was certain, but it definitely wasn't the same. By the time Ed had returned in pajamas, his hair was now free of a braid. Minami had finished her tea. She set the empty mug on the bedside table and went to roll over on her side, her back facing the Elric brothers. From behind her, she heard Al's metal steps approach the bedside table. She wondered if Al was going to say something, but then the light clicked off before his metal steps returned to the opposite side of the room. After Al had sat down next to his brother's mattress, the room fell silent. Minami, after a few moments, started to feel uncomfortable because of it. She decided to pull her phone and earbuds out of her pocket. Whenever she was feeling lousy, music always helped. She plugged in an earbud into one of her ears, and paused before she could plug the other one into the other ear. She suddenly felt obligated to say something to Ed now. Good night. Night, she heard Ed grumble. Good night, Minami. Al, on the other hand, sounded a little happy. Minami left it at just that. She plugged in her other earbud, navigated through her phone's music playlist under the covers, and closed her eyes once she had settled on a song. And only moments later, she was already asleep. Vrr! Vrr! Minami shot straight up, her heart racing. It felt like she had just woken up from one of those falling dreams, yet she had no recollection of whether or not she had even had a dream. Her head whipped to the source of the noise that jolted her awake, and saw her cell phone vibrating harshly on the wooden surface of that was her nightstand. Wait, her nightstand? In that moment, Minami realized she knew exactly where she was. I'm in my room, she whispered, like saying it aloud had confirmed it to be true. She was home. Minami snatched her phone from her nightstand to see that her alarm was going off. It was 10 a.m., the time that she was supposed to wake up on the morning of the carnival. Minami then couldn't help but smile from ear to ear. Today was the carnival, which meant... It was all a dream, Minami laughed to herself as she jumped out of the bed. As she got ready for the day, she had deduced that she had one of those dreams that was warning her not to make silly mistakes, like sleeping through her alarm or forgetting to brush her hair. And if I didn't, the whole world would have been destroyed. She couldn't remember when she last had a dream that was so ridiculous. That's it. No more snacks less than 2 hours before bed. She pointed her hairbrush to her reflection in the mirror, trying to keep a stern look, but she was quick to burst out laughing once more. As she walked out, thinking of how she couldn't wait to tell Kai the story of her dream, she had failed to notice that she was wearing a blue star-shaped necklace around her neck. Minami walked down the street at a comfortable pace, not worried about being pressed for time. She was now able to wait at the crosswalks, so that she could cross safely without worry of getting hit by any cars. Aw, Demon Bond, thank you for the raid! Also love how it says card, not cars. I know that's supposed to be cars, but that's fine. Welcome, Raiders. I am reading my travel log to you all. I hope you all enjoy. If you are interested, there's info on my travel log below the video player, where you can either read along or read ahead, because apparently there are things in the travel log in the readable version that include extra scenes that I can't read to you guys for the sake of spoiling my own life, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm gonna just read. When she arrived at the entrance for the carnival, she found no sign of Kai. Huh. Weird. Minami went to pull out her phone to check the time. It was about time for them to meet, but Kai was usually early for meetups. She figured it wouldn't hurt to call him, but just as she put her phone to ear... Gah! Kai suddenly appeared in front of her, sweaty and out of breath. His hair was even a little messier than usual. Sorry, Kai wheezed. I slept past my alarm somehow, and Minami suddenly lunged forward, pulling him into a tight hug. Wow! Kai blinked in surprise from the sudden hug, but reached to hug her back. Happy to see you too, Minami! Sorry, Minami apologized, also chuckling weakly as she released her best friend. I just had a really weird dream last night. I'll tell you more, but let's go inside first. Again, Minami failed to notice that she and Kai were already sporting their star and moon necklaces around their necks. Shortly after walking inside, Minami noticed a tent off to the side, and she frowned at the sight of it. Wanna check it out? Kai asked, having followed her glance to the tent. Nope, Minami said bluntly. Let's get food. I'm starving. With that, she pulled Kai to walk in the opposite direction of the tent. She didn't care what was in this tent, and if it was anything like in her dream, she had no desire to find out. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about this whack dream I had. After they went to the food stand to get kebabs, without paying money for some reason, Minami and Kai made their way to their usual spot on the pier to sit and eat. As they munched on their food and overlooked the sunset, Minami told Kai the whole story of her dream. So, I was basically kidnapped by this midget and his robot while you got swallowed by this huge tornado of shadow monsters, and I was taken to this different planet that was like ours, but like also the 1920s? Manami looked over to see Kai staring blankly at her, making her scoff. I told you it was whack, she grinned at him. No kidding, Kai chuckled nervously. But, weird or not, it was just a dream. I'm still here, see? He waved his kebab and he chuckled. And I can say without a doubt that even if something crazy like that happened, nothing would keep us apart, right? Manami's smile grew bigger, and she nodded to her best friend. Right. She then went to take another bite, but something hard bumped against her mouth instead of food. Ow! What? Manami looked down, and her eyes went wide at the sight of not a kebab in her hand, but the keyblade. What? Manami raised her head to look up, and saw that the skies were dark and gray, the clouds swirling ominously. She then looked to her side to see that Kai was no longer sitting next to her. Kai? She called out, quickly standing up and looking around. She finally located Kai, standing at the threshold of the pier. His head was lowered, and his bangs were shielding his eyes. Behind him, the Shadow Heartless were running amok, destroying the carnival and attacking people, just like before. Manami broke out into a run towards Kai, but it felt as if she was never getting any closer to him. No matter how hard she ran, he remained far away from her. Kai! Manami cried, outstretching her hand to reach out for him. She swore she heard him begin to chuckle, and saw that he had raised his head to reveal his face, his expression starting to shift into something dark, as if he were laughing while crying. But then his eyes met hers, and his expression changed into a dark and angry glare. You liar. Huh? Manami came to a halt, frozen in shock. Kai's shadow suddenly extended and towered above him, then split into 7. Each shadow started to make a distinct shape and size, but Manami couldn't properly make any of them out. She could only watch in horror as Kai's body was then enveloped by darkness. From within, Manami could see Kai give her a sinister grin as his brown eyes suddenly changed into a bright crimson red. Suddenly, the darkness surrounding him exploded into a black, fiery aura. Manami shielded her face by holding the keyblade in front of her, but the aura was so strong that it had pushed her back. Excuse me. Kai! She cried out his name again, but lost her balance and fell backwards. Instantly, she realized that she wasn't going to land on the pier, but that she somehow was falling backwards over the edge. As she fell, she saw Kai step to the edge of the pier, not to reach for her and help her, but merely to look down on her and watch her fall with those glowing crimson eyes. Splash! As Manami fell in and submerged under the chillingly cold water, she realized its familiarity immediately. As Manami fell in and submerged this sensation, it was the same as the last dream she had, but this time, instead of being pushed into the water from above, she felt like something was pulling her down, from below her. Manami let out a scream that was only muffled in the water, her chest getting tight after releasing the wasted air. She looked up to the surface, her vision of Kai getting dark and murky as she was pulled deeper and deeper under the water. Manami tried to scream as hard as she could once more, but only released bubbles. Then she blacked out. Gah! Manami yelped, jumping to sit upright. She frantically looked around the dark room, not immediately recognizing where she was. The disorientation was overwhelming, and Manami went to hold her head with shaky hands, breathing raggedly. Manami? Al was quick to notice that something was wrong. He didn't bother waking up his brother, as he swiftly stood up to rush to Manami's bedside. Did something happen? Are you all right? She wasn't responding. Al felt himself getting more worried by the second. He couldn't really see her face, but he could hear her panting short and panicked breaths. Was she trembling? He noticed something hanging out of her ear. It looked like a cord. He then realized that there was a chance that she couldn't hear him. What was he supposed to do? He was watching her have a panic attack, but how could he help her? What if she looked up and saw him towering over her in the dark? Not even a second after Al had that thought, Manami did just that. She lifted her head and instantly saw the shadow hovering over her, with glowing red eyes. The same red eyes that Manami saw Kai with in her dream. Her eyes widened in horror. She instinctively flinched backwards, so harshly that one of her earbuds fell out of her ear. It's all right, Manami, Al whispered, holding his hands up passively. It's me, Alphonse. You're safe. No. Manami shook her head quickly, making the other earbud fall out of her ear. No, I'm not safe, she whimpered, reaching to pull her knees close to her chest. He's not safe. Who? Oh, you mean Kai? He's in trouble, Manami stammered. Why did he call me a liar? Why did he, where? Manami couldn't find the words to form a proper sentence, and gave up with another whimper. She moved her hands to tightly grasp her necklace and hold it with both hands, clutching it to her chest for dear life. Calm down, Al pleaded. You had a bad dream. It's okay now." The suit of armor slowly knelt down by the bed so that he could be more eye level with her. Behind them, Ed let out a loud snore, indicating that he hadn't so much as stirred from his sleep this whole time. Al reached on to turn on the light. He figured that if Ed hadn't woken up by now, he wouldn't be waking up at all. Ed merely groaned and rolled over, facing away from the light, before returning to his snoring. With a sigh, Al turned to look back at Minami, seeing that she had buried her face in her knees. He noticed her trembling shoulders slowly rising and lowering. It took him a moment, but he realized that she was forcing herself to take deep breaths. Eventually, her shoulders stopped shaking, at least as harshly as before. She continued to take slow, even breaths. The worst of it seemed to be over. Al hesitated to ask, "Are you okay?" Minami slowly nodded into her knees, before slowly lifting her head so that she could meet his eyes. "I'm sorry that you had to see that." She looked more tired than she did before she went to bed. "Oh, don't worry," Al assured her, his voice comforting. "Brother used to have the same kind of dreams when we were younger. Sometimes he still does." He glanced back to his brother, who seemed to still be sleeping peacefully. "I'm used to things like this." "Still, I woke you up," Minami said, making Al look back at her and blink in surprise. Did she not know? Actually, you didn't," Al said quietly. "You were already up?" Minami asked, tilting her head. "Well," Al started, I don't sleep because, well, I literally can't. Not with this body." Minami's brows furrowed a little. "I'm sorry, but I don't think I understand." Al gave a nod, already knowing that she hadn't caught on. She saw the inside of his armor, but she never asked about it. He could only assume that she figured that it was none of her business, something that Ed wished more people did. He glanced over his shoulder to his brother once more, knowing that Ed wouldn't have approved of him telling Minami about their situation. Not only was it personal, but it was also something that could get them in a lot of trouble. Still, Al knew that he and Ed were about to embark on a journey with this girl, so maybe telling her a little about himself would help them get to know each other better, to where she didn't see them as strangers anymore, and maybe she could even be a little more comfortable around them. "It's complicated, but I'll explain the best I can," Al finally said, looking back at her. "This body, as you know, it's just hollow armor. The reason I'm able to walk around and talk is because my heart is bound to it." He paused for a moment. "I lost my real body, and my brother lost an arm and a leg. What you see on him now are automail, metal prosthetic limbs. He still blames himself for what happened to both of us." Minami could only stare in silent disbelief after hearing Al's explanation. Finally, she managed to muster some words to whisper. "I'm so sorry." She realized, right after saying that she thought that she should say something more. She looked down and thought for a moment. "Was that something that happened while you were in the military?" "No," Al shook his head. "It was long before that. The whole reason we even joined the military is because it was our best option if we wanted to get our bodies back to normal. We did this to ourselves." Minami bit her lower lip, now feeling bad for Al. She felt bad for both of them. She paused. "Being my bodyguard isn't helping you get your bodies back, is it?" "That doesn't matter, Minami," Al replied, shaking his head. "Right now, all these worlds are in danger. Getting my body back won't mean anything if I have no world left to return to. It's been years, but we can wait a little longer." Despite what he said, Al didn't sound sad about it. He sounded like he had already thought this through and had set his priorities. "Right now, you need us more," he told her. But Minami found herself to be unhappy with that response. "That's not fair." "Huh?" Al blinked in surprise. "Why does everything have to be one or the other?" she asked, frowning up at him. "Why does it have to be that you two have to drop everything to follow me around? Why does it have to be that I have to say yes or no to this ultimatum?" Al found himself unable to answer, and he averted his eyes. "You say it doesn't matter, but it matters to me that you already have something you need to do, but you're..." The realization had clicked in her mind, making her eyes widen as she finished her sentence. "Just as stuck as I am." Al looked back to Minami, but still couldn't think of any way to respond. After all, she had hit the nail on the head. "Sorry," Minami finally said, after a long pause, and lifted a hand to hold her head. "I just don't get it. If we really have to stick together, shouldn't we be helping each other? But Minami, we are helping each other. Minami looked up to the suit of armor with surprise. My brother and I are helping you to find your friend and save your world, and you're helping us protect ours, Al told her. Besides, there's always a chance that we could find the answer what we're looking for while we're with you. Keyblade holds many secrets, and can unlock many more. Minami smiled a little back at him. I can only hope that would be the case. I feel pretty lousy at the thought of keeping you away from your goal longer than you need to be. I like to think that traveling to these different worlds with you will be our best bet to finding what we're looking for, Al replied, a smile in his tone. Neither of them had noticed that Ed had stopped snoring a while ago. He had actually woken up, but didn't reveal such. He just laid on his side, his back facing them as he silently listened to their conversation, frowning down at the floor. I guess I'm allowed to know that one. I didn't know that. I thought he was sleeping this whole time. Oh my gosh, he heard the conversation. Excuse me, I'm gonna take this moment to have a sip of water. I feel my throat getting a little... How's everyone doing tonight? Oh my gosh, it's already been almost an hour. Sippy, 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 sip. Alright, back to it. But please, don't worry about us, Minami, Al assured the Keyblade wielder. We're fine, I promise. If anything, we're more worried about you. Yeah, I've been a wreck this whole time, haven't I? Minami couldn't muster a smile, but she went to rub the back of her head. Back home, I was always considered the brave one between Kai and I. He wouldn't believe it if he saw me now, crying and having panic attacks. Minami let out another bitter chuckle. If he did see you like that, I'm sure he'd had no problem lifting you up and being your strength, Al assured her. After all, that's what happens sometimes with me and brother, when one of us comes close to giving up. Minami gave a nod, but found herself thinking of the dream she just had. She couldn't shake this bad feeling she had. She went to touch her necklace once again. But now, I have no idea where he is, she said quietly. That dream. I can't shake the feeling that he's in trouble. Wherever he is, you'll find him. And brother and I will help you. That's a promise, Al said. Minami couldn't help but smile back at him. Well, if that's the case, I'll help you get your bodies back to normal, and that'll be my promise. That's fair, right? Al blinked, but couldn't help but let out a chuckle. He didn't even tell her about equivalent exchange, but she seemed to already have a knack for it. He hummed, giving her a nod. I think that's plenty fair, but for now, you should try to get back to sleep. Minami nodded back to him, going to lay back down under the covers as Al reached to turn off the light. Like before, she felt obligated to say something before Al went back to the other side of the room. Oh, Al stopped and turned to look back at her. Did you need something? No, Minami shook her head before offering a small smile. I just wanted to say thank you. Al gave a nod to her, wishing that he could give her a smile in return. You're welcome, he said, a smile in his voice instead. Good night, Minami. And good night, Zuppy. Have a good night. Alright, that was chapter 5. So, oh, my cup is still here. Goodness, I thought I got rid of that. Okay, chapter 6. Let's go, kids. Minami awoke the next morning, finding herself not in her room, but the guest bedroom at the Hughes residence. The truth was finally sinking in. What she hoped was just a dream was, in fact, very real. Minami groaned softly, going to sit up in her bed and rub the sleep out of her eyes. Good morning, Minami. She looked up to see Al sitting in his spot across the room. She noticed that Ed wasn't in the bed beside him. Maybe he went to go to the bathroom? Minami opened her mouth to say hello, but the door opened, and Maze walked in before she could. Morning, Minami! Sleep well? He greeted her, stepping inside. He wore the same blue uniform that Roy Mustang and Riza Hawkeye wore, while holding a mug of coffee in his hand. Just checking up on you before I head on over to Central Command. Think you kids might need a lift? Or you need more time to think things over? It took Minami a second to understand what he meant. Oh, her expression hardened a little. No, I think I've made my decision. Great! Maze beamed. What'd you decide? Isn't that technically confidential? Minami chuckled nervously. I think your boss should be the first to know. Führer's what we call him, Maze corrected her, but nicely. But yeah, you're probably right. That be the case? I'll bring you kids over to headquarters so you don't have to walk. Before Minami could thank him, Gracia stepped in the room with Alicia. Good morning, Minami. I washed your clothes for you. Alicia, dear, could you give them to her? Yes, Mommy! The young girl took the neatly folded clothes from her mother and crossed the room to hand them to Minami. Here you go, Nami, she beamed. Nami couldn't help but smile as she reached to take the clothes from her. Thank you very much, Alicia. Al internally smiled at the sight of them. It was so nice to see Manami smile. From behind him, he heard a sniffle. He turned to look and saw Maze tearing up at the sight of the girls. They're so cute! They could be sisters! I'm gonna get ready then. Manami hadn't noticed Maze and went to get up. She took the clean clothes with her out of the room and down the hall to the bathroom where she had showered the night before. Showered the night prior, excuse me. As she neared the door, it opened. She stopped at the sight of Ed stepping out of the bathroom. He was dressed in the same outfit and red coat that he wore yesterday, reaching behind his head to tie his hair back while he had a hair tie in his teeth. He stopped at the sight of Manami standing in front of him. Mornin', he greeted her, through the teeth that were still holding his hair tie. Manami gave him a small nod. Morning. The two stood there in awkward silence until Manami finally stepped to the side to allow Ed to pass her. She watched silently as he walked past her and returned to the guest bedroom they spent the night in. It was easier to talk to Al, for sure, but Ed was just as stuck with her. The problem was that Manami wasn't quite sure how to really get along with Ed yet. She dismissed the thought with a shrug and went into the bathroom so that she could get ready. When she finished, she stared at her reflection in the mirror for a long moment. She knew what her decision was. It wasn't like she had much choice, but at least she had time to think about it all. She was now nervous as to where things would go from here. Manami took a deep breath through her nose, then let it out through her mouth. She frowned at her reflection and pointed to it. You got this. Back home, whenever Manami was nervous or scared about something, she would have a pep talk with her reflection. Sometimes it helped her feel better. It didn't really now. Knock, knock. Manami jumped and startled back to reality. Hey, Manami, May's voice spoke, muffled from behind the bathroom door. Just letting you know that we have some breakfast on the table. You don't want to face the day on an empty stomach, do you? Don't be afraid to join us when you're done in there. Okay, thank you, Manami replied. Breakfast did sound nice. Having breakfast together, Manami sharing the table with the Hughes family and the Ulrichs was probably the best moment so far in Amestris. Everyone seemed to really appreciate her company, and for a moment, Manami forgot about the things that scared her. It almost felt like she was part of a family gathering, even though she wasn't related to any of them. Even after the meal, Manami was probably in her best spirits so far. As Maze went to bring Manami, Ed, and Al to his car, Manami blurted out something. Shotgun! She beamed. Huh? Ed and Al gasped. What? Where? Maze looked around. I thought I kept that in the house, in case anyone tries to lay a finger on my daughter. Manami and the Elric brothers stared at him in awkward silence. What? Maze asked. I just wanted to sit in the front seat, Manami said quietly, only having realized now that Amestrians clearly didn't use the term shotgun to call dibs. Oh, then why didn't you say so? Maze laughed. It's just a thing we say on my world, Manami explained, feeling sheepish. What does that have to do with shotguns? Ed asked. Maybe they threaten each other with shotguns to see who gets the front seat? Al mused. No, Manami insisted, getting more embarrassed by the second. It's just an expression. After Maze drove... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause that for a second. I'm gonna have more water. I need to keep hydrated when I'm doing these readings. Oh my goodness. We're almost done anyway, but yeah. Believe it or not, it takes a little bit more of a voice to do the whole reading thing. Because it's like I read with heart and expression. Alright. Up to it then. After Maze drove Manami and the Elric brothers to Central Command, he left them under the care and supervision of Roy Mustang, who then made the phone call to inform the Fuhrer that the Keyblade wielder had arrived. Manami sat down on one of Roy's couches, staring down at her hands that were folded tightly in her lap. Despite that she knew what she was going to say, her heart was still beating harshly in her chest. Ed now sat on the other couch across from her, also awkwardly waiting. No one wanted to say anything. Ring, ring! Manami jumped at the sudden sound and looked to see Roy answer his phone. Colonel Roy Mustang speaking. Yes. Yes. Right away. He hung up the phone and then looked to Manami and the Elric brothers. The Fuhrer is ready for you three in his office to discuss the ultimatum. He looked over to Riza standing beside his desk. Lieutenant, could you escort them? Yes, sir. And with that, Manami followed behind Riza, the Elric brothers following behind Manami to walk to the Fuhrer's office. His office was a little far away and on the topmost floor, but it made sense considering how important he was. change the style of music? Not uplifting. So dramatic. I'm feeling a little dramatic right now. They approached a set of wide double doors, which Riza opened, and then gestured Manami and the Elric brothers inside. Manami swallowed nervously and stepped inside, followed by the Elric brothers, and then Riza following after them. Manami noticed immediately how different the Führer's office was from Roy Mustang's. To start, it was a much bigger room than any other she had been in. It also contained nicer quality furniture, extravagant to where it might as well have been a throne room. So, Manami, I hear from Colonel Mustang that you've made your decision. Manami looked up to see the same man she met yesterday, Führer King Bradley. I'm quite impressed. You were able to come to one faster than expected, Bradley said, sitting at a desk across the room. Please take a seat in front of my desk. I'm curious about everything you have to say. As Manami slowly began to approach his desk, Bradley looked up to Riza. Oh, you may leave them here and resume your other duties, Lieutenant, he told her. I'll take things from here. Sorry, I'm reading Professor's thing now. So, I guess... Dang it, I didn't put my cup away again. You guys have to let me know when I don't put away my cup and start reading again. Now I'm gonna take a drink without my cup. Alright. Manami looked back to see Riza saluting her Führer before leaving the room and shutting the doors behind her with a loud click. She turned back to face Bradley and slowly went to sit in the chair in front of him. Ed stepped to Manami's left while Al stood at her right. I haven't been paying much attention to the cup. That's okay. Bradley put his elbows on his desk and folded his hands together as he stared at her with his one and only eye, as if he were already judging her. Manami felt herself already getting intimidated. It was as if the look he was giving her was telling her, mind your tongue, child. She opened her mouth to speak. Nothing came out. Ed and Al both looked at her out of the corners of their eyes, watching her take a deep breath before trying to speak again. With all due respect, she started. There was only one real answer. Bradley merely raised his eyebrows, allowing her to continue. This is all new to me. Darkness, Heartless, Keyblades, Manami said. But for whatever reason, I'm chosen as a wielder. And as it stands, I'm the only one, right? That's correct, Bradley nodded. Manami nodded slowly. I just have one question before I give you my answer, sir. Yes? Manami took another deep breath. You said yesterday, if I were to say no to this ultimatum, that that would make me your enemy. My question is, how would you intend to fight the darkness and save these worlds if you were enemies with the only Keyblade wielder you've found? Ed and Al's eyes widened in shock. Why is she asking that? They both thought. Why did I just ask that? Manami was internally kicking herself, but somehow she was managing to keep her composure outwardly. Bradley didn't say anything for a long moment, only giving Manami a very intense stare that made her shrink more and more by the second. The dreadful silence made Ed break out into a cold sweat. It was even making Manami begin to sweat. She considered taking back her question, before the Führer suddenly let out a hearty laugh, much to everyone's surprise. How very astute, he said, before regaining his composure. As I said, a Keyblade is a powerful weapon. With it, one can close the very holes through reality that the Heartless pour in from. But it's also possible that they can open more and bring entire worlds to ruin, Bradley explained. At some point in your life, you could literally become powerful enough to plunge entire worlds into darkness, like with what happened to your world. I think you can see why we can't risk you going down the wrong path. With that, he unfolded his hands and rested them on the arms of his chair. The truth is that our ability to deal with these threats are limited, he continued. We have developed ways of sealing these holes where the Heartless emerged by using magic and alchemy. However, such seals are not only just temporary, but the resources and power needed are costly, and the manner to go about it is tedious at best. A Keyblade is more efficient for both sealing and locating keyholes. Manami said nothing, processing everything as the Führer was telling her. So, to answer your question, he continued, we'd go about fighting the darkness the same way we have for years, but we'd also have to look for another Keyblade wielder who would join our ranks, act quickly, and not doom us all. Manami nodded slowly. I see. She looked down to her lap, thinking for a moment before speaking again. Well, I'm not here to make enemies, or doom anyone. Manami clenched her hands tightly in her lap. I know my world was lost, but others were too, weren't they? If I'm the only one you have who can turn things around, who can defeat the darkness and restore these worlds." She took another deep breath, then lifted her head so she could look Bradley in the eye. "Then I have to accept your offer." Bradley's lips curled into a smile. "But," Manami spoke up, making Bradley's smile immediately fade. "Yes?" he asked, in a tone that didn't show any sign of impatience. "Along with that mission, I have 2 more that I want to undertake, sir." "Oh?" Bradley hummed. "And what will those additional missions be?" "When I lost my world, I also lost my best friend, Kai," Manami frowned. "I got word that he escaped when our world was lost, which means that he's somewhere out there. My first mission is that I need to find him." This song does not suit this scene at all. Skipping, thank you. Sorry to break from that for a second. Man, I don't like this playlist at all, actually. Go back to somber. Somber enough for this. Okay. "I got word that he escaped when our world was lost, which means that he's somewhere out there. My first mission is that I need to find him." Bradley gave her a nod. "And the second?" Manami glanced at Ed and Al before looking back to Bradley. "These 2 had obligations of their own before being assigned to be my bodyguards. I'd like for my second mission to be to help them find whatever they were looking for." Ed now looked down at her, eyes wide. Before they could object, Bradley spoke. "As long as you swear to never use your powers to attack the military you serve, the world we stand on, or any worlds for that matter, you're free to do whatever you please when you're in between assignments," he said. "I've already allowed the Elrics to do their personal research on the side, and I shall grant you the same courtesy." Bradley then reached in his desk to pull out a document. "But," his expression darkened, "the moment you need to be summoned, whether it's due to a crisis or something as simple as answering questions, it is mandatory that you return." Bradley set down the document on the desk and slid it across to Manami. It was a contract. "Feel free to take your time reading before you sign, Beer said. "If you have any questions, feel free to ask." Manami swallowed thickly at the sight of the contract, but picked it up to read over. Seeing everything in writing had made her more nervous than ever before. Still, she read the contract all the way through, and slowly picked up the pen that Bradley had also provided her. Ed now watched her closely out of the corners of their eyes, still standing at attention for their Führer. They could see her hand that was holding the pen trembling a little. Manami knew that she had to sign the document. Not only were there multiple worlds depending on her, but she had to find Kai. There was no other way to do those things than by joining the Amestrian military. But still, she couldn't shake this bad feeling. Finally, Manami gripped her pen tightly and signed her name on the line at the bottom of the page. Once she finished signing, an empty feeling washed over her, causing her to let the pen fall out of her hand onto the desk with a light tap. Ed frowned a little, while Al looked down to his feet. They both had felt guilty for her, but now, seeing that hopeless look in her eyes as she signed herself away, they recalled feeling similar when they joined the military. But the difference was that they joined the military on their own accord. Manami didn't have a choice. "Congratulations. You are now officially among the ranks of the Amestrian military," Bradley announced, taking back the document. "You will be serving and protecting not just our world, but numerous worlds across the galaxy. Welcome aboard, Manami. Your training starts this afternoon." "Wait, already?" Al asked, realizing afterwards that he was speaking out of place. "Exactly as I said," Bradley confirmed. "We already have Manami's training session scheduled. Would you boys please escort our new Keyblade wielder to the courtyard at noon? We'll begin things with some magic training, so that she can begin to unlock the Keyblade's power. Afterward, there will be some sword training to further her combat prowess." "Sword training?" Al squeaked. "Magic training?" Ed followed up, his voice also higher pitched. "Yes," Bradley answered. "She has been assigned 2 teachers to oversee each form of training." There was a long pause, before Ed and Al suddenly hunched over, as if they were sulking. Manami swore she could hear Al let out a whimper. "Ahem!" Bradley cleared his throat, the sound making Ed and Al snap to stand back at attention and firmly salute. "Right," Ed exclaimed. "We'll be sure to take her to meet her teachers later today." "Our scary, scary teachers," both Elrics were thinking. Manami watched as Ed struggled to keep a straight demeanor, but his eyebrow kept twitching. Still, she wasn't surprised at the news that she would be getting started on training quickly. In fact, she was expecting it. "You're dismissed," Bradley announced. And with that, Ed now walked ahead and each opened one of the double doors, waiting for Minami to exit before following her out. Once the door shut behind them, Minami let out a pent-up breath that sounded more like a wheeze. She whined. That was stressful. While Minami took a moment to compose herself, Ed looked up to Al, who returned his glance. I don't know why I said gaze. Al leaned down to whisper to his brother while Minami's back was turned to them. Maybe they'll go easy on her once they see she's the Keyblade wielder? Hopefully? Don't count on it, Ed whispered back, but leaned away from his brother the moment Minami turned to face them. Well, we have some time to spare. Anything you have in mind you like or need to do? Ed asked her. Nope, Minami shrugged, seemingly indifferent. Ed expected to see a more sad expression on her face, but she actually seemed to be taking everything in stride today. I know, Al chimed in. Why don't we introduce Minami to Winry and Granny... Did I say introduce Winry? Introduce Minami to Winry and Granny Pinocchio. There we go, I can read. Oh yeah, Ed smiled at his brother. Good idea, Al. I might need a tune-up for my automail, so we gotta make sure our ship is in working condition. I'm sure Winry would want to meet Minami, too. Both brothers looked to Minami, who still wore a neutral expression, but she gave a nod to them. Sure, she said. Lead the way. I'm gonna switch to a casual. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Cup time. Drink time. Alright, get rid of the cup. There we go. I'm learning how to do everything now. Okay. Take a sippy. Minami quietly followed Ed now through central headquarters to the lower levels of the building, walking into what looked like a garage. She stopped at the sight of a big spaceship, taking a moment to get a good look at it. That's our gummy ship, Al stepped beside her. You probably didn't get to take a good look at it before. Minami let out a weak chuckle as Al rubbed the back of his head, both of them recalling their last time in the gummy ship not being a particularly positive experience. Well, I know that it moves fast, Minami smiled sheepishly, trying to make light of the awkwardness. Hey, Winry, Granny, we're back, Ed called to the ship, and it wasn't until someone rolled out from under the ship on a creeper that Minami realized Ed was talking to them. The stranger sat up and flipped up their welder's mask to reveal a girl with bright blue eyes and blonde hair. Minami then noticed someone walk out from behind the ship to join her, someone even shorter than Ed, an old woman. Edward! The mechanic got up from her creeper and approached the trio with a smile, until she got within range of Ed to hit him over the head with the wrench that she held in her hand. Whack! Minami's eyes widened in shock. Gah! Ed yelped in pain, stepping back and holding his head. What was that for? Where were you? The girl yelled at him. I heard that you and Al barely escaped from a world literally swallowed by darkness, and you don't even come to let us know you're alright? Really? Oh, come on! We got out of it okay? We're fine, Ed argued. And the gummy ship is in one piece, too. It's not like we didn't check in on purpose. We've been occupied ever since we got back. Whatever. Just give me your arm, the girl muttered, yanking Ed by the prosthetic and shoving his sleeve up his arm so that she could inspect it closely. Minami watched as the girl pulled Ed aside, but then noticed the old lady approaching her. So, you must be the Keyblade wielder they found, the woman said, holding a long pipe in her hand. I'm sorry about what happened to your world. At the very least, I trust the boys have been taking good care of you? Yeah, they have, Minami answered, putting on a small smile. She wondered to herself how Ed now knew these two. The girl was also blonde, and they called this old lady Granny. Were they all related? My name is Minami, she introduced herself, bowing her head politely. Pleased to meet you, my dear. I'm Pinocchio. Winry? Pinocchio barked to the young blonde mechanic who was still looking at Ed's arm. Come introduce yourself to the Keyblade wielder. You can fiddle and tinker with Ed's arm after. Huh? The one known as Winry looked up and noticed Minami standing with Pinocchio and Al. Oh! She quickly got up, leaving Ed to sit alone at her workstation as she approached Minami, embarrassed at the fact that she neglected arguably the most important person in the room. Sorry. Edward has a habit of busting his automail or the gummy ship, so I just needed to make sure that nothing was broken this time, she apologized. I only crashed the gummy ship once, I'll have you know, Ed barked from across the room. And how many times did you break your automail? Winry snapped back, to which Ed turned his head in silent defeat. I'm sorry, it just got me laughing. Winry is so good with the snapbacks. It's very impressive. Anyway, Winry looked back to Minami and extended a hand to shake. It's an honor to meet you. I'm Winry Rockbell. Granny Pinako and I are Ed and Al's personal mechanics and engineers. Nice to meet you too, Minami smiled back at her, taking her hand and shaking it. It was a little comforting that there was at least another girl her age around. Wow, why did I say that weird? There was at least a girl her age around. So, are you Ed and Al's sister? She asked. Huh? Me? Oh no, Winry laughed. You're not far off, though, Pinako said. They've been friends since they were born, though I did practically raise those boys. Oh, I see, Minami nodded in understanding. Ed's eyes narrowed. He knew that Minami didn't know much about their past, and he saw this conversation possibly going in that direction. He decided to change the subject. Anyway, he pushed himself to roll across the room on his chair to be with the group. We've been staying at Mr. and Mrs. Hughes' place. Oh, really? Winry perked up. I should visit. I haven't seen Alicia in a while. Minami found herself to not be paying as much attention to the conversation, but instead staring at Ed's prosthetic arm. This whole time, he was wearing long sleeves and gloves. She didn't even know that his arm and leg were prosthetics until Al told her last night. But now she was actually seeing it for the first time. Winry had noticed Minami staring at it first, and grinned at her. You like it? I made it myself. Oh! Minami got a little flustered at the fact that she was caught staring, which probably was considered rude. Yeah, she smiled sheepishly. You really made all that? Uh-huh, Winry nodded. As well as his leg, as well as all the limbs that he's destroyed thus far. The blonde mechanic shot Ed a glare, but he once again turned his head to avoid seeing it. Minami blinked. Destroyed how? Well, Al and I have kind of run into some trouble here and there while we were on our journey. Before we met you, Ed explained, once again finding himself to be too close to the topic that he was trying to avoid. That or just got damaged when we were on assignments for the military. I mean, these things happen, but that's why I have Winry. He let out a nervous laugh. How can you say that so casually? Winry asked him. Do you forget how much time, work, and effort I put into every single arm and leg I make for you? What, you think that gives you an excuse just to keep breaking them? She waved her wrench at his face, as a warning, then looked back to Minami. You know how many times this bean came back to us and his automail was in pieces? Or worse, he had no automail at all? What? No! Ed shook his head. I'm not using this as an excuse to keep breaking them. I just know that I can count on you, that's all. Wait, did you just call me a bean? Minami couldn't help but smile nervously as the two blondes argued. Al looked down to Minami, sparking his own topic of conversation. Don't worry, they usually argue like this, he told her. Anyway, automail's pretty neat, huh? Yeah, Minami said with a nod. We have the same thing on my world, too. I always thought it was neat to give someone something like that. Huh? Winry looked up from her and Ed's banter. You have automail? Well, it wasn't called automail specifically, but we have prosthetics. Yeah, like... Minami paused to reach in her pocket and pull out her cell phone. In times like this, Minami would access Moogle to look something up, but she was instead welcomed with the no service message at the top of her phone screen. That's right, there wouldn't be any service here in Amestris. Duh, she thought to herself. Minami looked up to see Winry staring curiously at the strange device in her hand. What is that? Everyone was carrying one of those around in her world, Ed mumbled, crossing his arms. Well, it's not much here, but at home, this was a cell phone, Minami explained, holding it up to show Winry. Can I see? Winry's eyes sparkled, but Minami couldn't help but feel a little nervous. I mean, it doesn't have its full capabilities here, she explained. It's just a camera and a music player. There's not a whole lot to look at. That tiny thing is a camera and it plays music? Winry squealed in excitement. I have to see how it works. Such a small, sleek, portable device. Minami began to sweat at the sight of the small screwdrivers that had appeared between Winry's fingers, like claws. Wait, Minami didn't say you could take it apart, Al interjected. Winry gave Minami a pleading look. I promise I'll put it back together. I'm really careful when it comes to taking things apart and putting them back together. I mean, if I can repair an advanced ship made for space travel, certainly I can repair something as simple as, what did you call it, a cell phone? Knock it off, will you, Winry? Ed sighed heavily. That phone thing is very important to Minami. Besides, you're supposed to be checking out my arm. Despite saying this, Ed was already back in his spot next to the workstation, Pinako looking over his automail leg. Sorry, but he's right, Minami said quietly, holding her phone to her chest. Right now, this is the only thing I have from home. Oh, right. Winry looked down, feeling guilty that she had asked in the first place. Ah, shoot. I'm sorry. Still, Minami felt bad for saying no and disappointing Winry. How about this? When I get my world back, I'll bring you one to take apart and not have to sweat putting it back together. Would that be okay? You mean it? Winry suddenly grabbed both of Minami's hands to hold with her own, stars shining in her eyes. Oh, thank you, Minami! You really are pure-hearted! Minami couldn't help but smile in response. Hey, weren't you going to be looking at your craftsmanship, Miss Mechanic? Ed asked impatiently. All right. Winry rolled her eyes and let go of Minami's hands to join her grandmother and inspect Ed's automail arm. Minami watched Winry and Pinako as they talked a bunch of mechanical jargon, questioning Ed about what he had been doing, as well as the automail's functionality. Want a tour of the gummy ship? Al offered, and Minami nodded to him. Sure. She followed the suit of armor inside the rocket ship, and she was quick to notice that it was rather spacious. There were 3 pilot seats in the cockpit, and behind them was a small living quarter where there were 2 sets of bunk beds across from each other. The top bunk seemed to hold boxes full of what Minami assumed were rations and other inventory. She couldn't help but think of how strange and how out of place it was for a world that seemed to be so far behind in technology to have something this advanced. Huh, she hummed aloud, still looking around. Minami pulled back the curtain to one of the bottom bunks to see that it seemed to be already occupied. Not only were the sheets wrinkled, but there were also a couple stacks of books at the foot of the bed. She closed the curtain and investigated the other bottom bunk, across from the small walkway. This will be where you sleep, Al said, watching her as she sat down. Seems cozy. Minami noticed a window, but its cover was shut. Do these open? I mean, not totally open, but... Yeah, Al chuckled as Minami pushed the cover up and looked out the window, seeing Ed still with Winry and Pinako down below them. Brother says that looking out into space is actually a pretty relaxing way to go to sleep. I wouldn't know, I'm afraid, but you could give it a try. Minami smiled a little. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. With that, she stood up from the bed and closed the curtain to the small bunk. I just have one question. She looked up to the suit of armor. This is a pretty interesting spaceship. Considering that you guys don't know what a cell phone is, how do you have the technology to make something like this? Like, what year is it here anyway? Well, this technology isn't from our world, Al answered. We've actually formed an alliance with another world who've shared their gummy ship technology with us, and they taught us how we could utilize alchemy with it. Still, we don't even understand it 100% yet. Al paused, remembering Minami's other question. Oh, the year? It's 1914. Why? What year is it in your world? Wow, Minami blinked. In our world, it's 2019. That's amazing, Al exclaimed. If your technology is that advanced, I can only imagine what new ways to utilize alchemy your world has uncovered in that time, or what new kinds of magic you've all mastered for that matter. Actually, Minami rubbed the back of her head. There is an alchemy in our world. Well, nothing like what you have here anyway. Really? Al blinked. And I'm pretty sure we just call it chemistry in my world. There's no flashy sparks or anything, though. Minami looked up and thought. It's more like mixing different stuff in test tubes in a lab. At least that was how she always thought chemistry was. That was a class that she would have had to take in high school, probably. Huh. Al crossed his arms as he thought for a moment. That is how alchemy kind of came to be, at least according to the older texts, before it was radically changed 400 years ago. There are rumors that it came from other worlds entirely. Considering that Brother and I have been searching for answers, we're hoping to find them as we explore new worlds. Minami offered him a small smile. Yeah, I hope so too. Yay, and that's it. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. That's it! Woohoo! We did it! Oof. That was actually a slightly longer reading than the other times. But yay, we made it! I love how the Minami hype didn't show. Did it show up in like... Yeah, it just comes up as Minami hype. Like the actual text. But yeah. Oof. See, okay, so what I understand... Oh, I guess I can... close the travel log here and kind of get myself ready because I will be moving on to Slime Rancher here momentarily. I wanted to talk about a little bit of it on how basically, like I was saying before, my creator and her co-creator, because two people write my story basically, and actually I'm gonna take a sip of water. Do anything. I'm so thirsty. But yeah, so like they apparently keep certain things out of my specific readings for you guys to avoid spoilers for my own life, because my life's already pre-planned, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. Also, let's move me. Oh, no, let's not move me. All right, let's move me. There we go. Aha! There we go. I want to be back front and center, baby. But yeah, so it's still interesting on how some things in my readings, like, we still include, like, it seems like the perspectives of Ed and Al. Like, I'm allowed to know what they're up to in their minds, but not everybody, apparently. Yeah, I gotta move stuff. But hey, look, I'm here. Now I'm back in front and center, just hanging out. But yeah, hopefully you guys like that. I will be moving on to Slime Rancher here in a minute. I'm gonna just take, like, a quick just chatting break. Yeah, there we go. Ah, that was good. Thank you, Professor. Yeah, so on that note, to be continued, I will be reading the next 2 chapters on the first Monday of next month, so let's see when that will be, shall we? Let me pull up my calendar here. That will, wow, that will also be March 1st. I'm liking these first of the months being on the Monday. Like, it's easy to say the first month of the month, the first Monday of the month, but it's also the first of the month. So, like, awesome. So yeah, I will be reading the next 2 chapters of my travel log on March 1st. So hopefully you guys will look forward to that. First month of the month. Oh my gosh, reading kind of takes it out of me sometimes. Alright, I'm not sipping water, but I'm sipping tea. Because I like having options. But yeah, so starting to think there aren't any questions, which is fine, but in that case, I think I'm gonna do a quick BRB session, set up my game of Slime Rancher, because the more time I'm here, the less time in Slime Rancher, you feel me? So give me a few minutes, 10 minutes tops. I'll keep this music on for now, because whatever. But yeah, at the latest, I'll be back at 9:30. See ya! Oh, right. We are back. Hi, guys. Welcome. Waiting for that encoding to figure itself out, and then I will run around. There we go. We got the go. We got the go. We're going. Hi. But yeah, no, I had the game music running for a little bit while I did a few more things before wrapping up a break. But yeah, I wanted to get back to it. Hi, you're done with your thing? What you got for me? Yummy! Thank you. What you got for me? I love that they dance when they're done. Right. Resources! Let's put in the resources. Okay. So, did I build a new gadget? Or, not build a new gadget, but, what am I trying to say here? Alright. I need some honey. I wasted one by being a dingus. That's look at you guys. You guys are like set for life. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh geez, here we go. Woohoo! Extra food! Party on, my dudes. Oh my gosh. I love how this side of the ranch is in, like, perfect shape. But, like, the other side of my ranch is just, like, ugh. So unorganized. So I might have to, reset my model here for a second. Why am I getting an encoding purple too? Like, bruh. Bruh, stop. Bruh, stop. Hi, guys! Okay. Double check my settings really quick. Make sure nothing's running that doesn't need to be. Nope. We're just being goose. That's cool. That's my favorite. Oh well, we'll do our best. Alright. Here's my microphone. Alright. Resources. Wait. What? Oh. Go me! Let's go! All the resources, yes please. Mm-hmm. There's not enough. Eat faster. Are you on the faster food setting? Yup. Okay. Well, that's just, you know. Alright, I'm actually gonna go in the cave. Because I always forget the cave. Let's not forget. Is that a crate? What? What are you? Whatever. La-di-da-di-da. Wouldn't be surprised if she gets to that point in Luffy's event. Oh, the new world. Yeah, no, I didn't visit the new world. I mean, I guess that's a spoiler for the travel log readings, but I mean, I've we'll catch up to it one day. I've been to the East Blue. The East Blue is a place that I've been. I mean, maybe not much of the East Blue. We were just on some islands within the East Blue. I sailed around on the Going Merry for a little bit. I had some of Sanji's food. Most people would expect that his food is delicious, and can confirm it is very delicious. But we'll read about that when we get to it in the travel log readings. Why are my emotes not happening when you guys type them? Excuse me while I do. Okay. Why is it not work? Oh, jeez. Professor, are you still subscribed? Or did you, because I know you got gifted a sub. Did you lose it? You might have lost it. Oh, if the emote appears in your chat, that's cool. It just doesn't appear in mine. It just says the text, and I'm just here like, oh, what? figure out the fruit situation in the cave. I don't know why I left before I even finished that. You guys make any plorts? No? Okay. Guess you didn't buy the DLC again. Dang it. Guys, I don't think I'm ever gonna get it. I should have done it when I was on my break. I don't want to go on break again. I just was on break. Where's the... Oh, gosh, that was the feeder, wasn't it? Wow, okay. That's... Eek. Okay. But... Wait. No, that was a pond. Should I grow a second fruit tree? I don't know. I'm leaving. I don't want to think about it. Bad Manami for getting the DLC. I know. I'm just a massive disappointment. We're gonna gather up all the flirts. Hi guys. Gosh, they're so cute when they're not mad. Hi you guys. Little kissies. Can't kiss the rad slimes, but you know. Come here, B. You want a hot of cup cocoa? That's what I was gonna say. Yep. I'm telling you, the reading streams do kind of take it out of me. I'm not complaining about that, but just like, bear with me. I may say not smartest things. A hot of cup cocoa. Don't make fun of me. My brain is mush. I should probably go put these in the lab. I don't want to, but I should. Okay. So my goals for today was to get some honey and to build a drone. Let's see what else I need for a drone. Okay. What do I need for a drone? Drone. Quantum plort, wild honey, and that's it. Okay, so I need 4 wild honey and 8 quantum plorts. 4 honey, 8 quantum plorts. I'm gonna sell this because I don't care. You know, that 1 plort's gonna make me so rich. Why are my eyes doing this weird eye thing? Not... Oh, now you guys make plorts. Thank you. I'm gonna sell them. Thank you. I'm sure that was great for everyone's visual thing. Okay, I'm gonna fix my eye thing really quick because it's actually... I don't know why it's happening. It's just really bugging me though. I might have to restart my model thing. Sometimes it just does this. Alright. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay. I'm gonna throw up my BRB screen, but I'm not gonna mute my mic. I just have to restart my model capture thingy-mabob. Hang tight for a sec. All kinds of scuff today. I'm probably gonna get encoding overload because I'm opening / closing programs. Such finicky technology. Ah, wah! Okay, there I am. Now... there I am! It took a minute. Alright, let's see if that helps. Whoop! I just spat out. Whoop. What the heck with my eyeballs right now? What the hecky with my eyeballs? What the hecky with my eyeballs? I guess I'm gonna have to just deal. Sometimes I just do it, sometimes I don't. Give me carrot. Give me onion. Give me. The carrots that I threw over here for no reason. Do I still have... Do I have the carrot? If I have the carrot garden, I will not have enough room to hold it, so I might as well figure it out over here first. La-dee-da. Alright, so you're onion. At least you guys are fed. Oh my goodness, I just got a follow! Thank you so much, Max, for the follow! Welcome! I am currently playing Slime Rancher. This is my ranch. I love these guys. Hi, baby. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, friend? Not much going on in these neck of the woods. I am good. I actually just finished a reading of my travelogue, aka my lore. So if you're interested in those things, I do have highlights of the chapters that I didn't read tonight, and then obviously when I'm done here tonight, I will make a highlight of the one I read tonight. So if you're interested, that's a thing that I'm doing. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you. Welcome back, Professor. We got a new friend. His name is Max. But yeah, so if my voice sounds a little, it's because, yeah, I just read for a whole hour. I'm not complaining by any means, I'm just notifying you that I don't always sound like this. I probably shouldn't do something after my readings, but I like to. So whatever. Plus an excuse to play Slime Rancher? Yes, please. Come here. Heard. Yes, give me chicken. Where did you go? Where did... Hey! Get over here. It's rude to correct you, but I'm a girl. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It is not rude to correct me at all. Please correct me. If I say your name wrong, if I misgender you, please correct me. I do not consider... It's rude that I assumed. No, do not be sorry. Oh my goodness, do not be sorry. If anything, I am sorry. I never, ever, ever want to do that to somebody. So if anything, I am sad that I did. So let me be sorry, please. Please forgive me. Oh my gosh. There's so many carrots! Aw. Oh my gosh, were you the one I threw? Probably the one I threw. Alrighty. I have way too many chickens. Oh my gosh, what do I do with all these chickens? I feed them to slimes, of course. Let's go ahead and feed some slimes. Who eats the chickens? I think these guys eat the chickens. Do you like chickens? Are you eating chickens? Are those briar hens? These regular, cool, regular chickens. Yeet the chickens. Yeet the chickens into the feeder. Okay. Then, there's just an onion on the ground. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to feed you! I'm trying to feed you and you're hurting me. Why must you hurt your mother like this? Can I get both of these guys to 60? Oh my gosh, why? If there's one thing I hate, it's being one away from the thing that I just said I wanted. But fine. Fine. I'm not their real mom. Well, it's good. I'm not a real mom anyway. I'm not mom material. Being one off is always an oof. Yeah, it's fine. Hi, babies. If I want to be anyone's mom, it's these guys. They're my favorite. You don't have to feed them. They just float around, and they're the cutest things on the world in the world. In the game. Hi, baby. If there's too many in one pond, they get all blushy because they're shy. It's just so cute. I love them. I can't stand it. I gotta go. Okay. I'm gonna go get honey, I promise. Gosh, last stream, Zig told me where to do the honey thing. And I forgot, because that was like last week. Oh, speaking of weeks, not last week, but next week, I'm having a 12-hour celebratory stream for hitting 200 and... Wait. 8... So, hold on. I hit 700 followers on Twitter, right? That was the milestone goal. So, you know, bring up the oh, I don't have confetti in the scene. That's fine. I'll just throw up just chatting for that. Yay! I hit 700 followers on Twitter. So, I'm having a 12-hour stream. But I then immediately hit 800 followers like 4 days after that. So, as part of the 12-hour stream, I'm gonna have the 800 follower milestone reward of having you guys kick my butt in Smash Brothers, because that's a thing you guys want, right? You guys want to kick my butt in Smash Brothers because you're gonna. I'm not gonna kick your butt. You're gonna kick my butt. So, yeah, we got double the celebration. We actually, you know what? We have triple the celebration, because if you guys notice down here, I have my little follower like progress bar, and you probably noticed that before it said 250. Well, I hit that before I even started streaming tonight, because you guys are fantastic and keep blowing my mind every day. So we're celebrating 3 follower goal things. I'm just my brain is mush. I didn't think I would get this far, and just you guys have been absolutely amazing. And even to the people who aren't here yet, they're gonna be amazing. The people who just showed up tonight, you're amazing. Like, I can't. I'm so excited. Alright, I gotta play the game. Hold on, I gotta get rid of the confetti. At least when I go back to just chatting, it won't have the confetti anymore. I need to make honey. Oh, I know. I need to go to the... Oh, gosh. I need to go, like, all the way over here. Okay, hold on. How do I make the portal thingy? Because, honestly, that's what I need to do. Did I make blue teleporter? Did I not make a pink teleport? What's the difference between blue and pink? Am I crazy? Yeah, like what? Oh, absolutely, Max. Absolutely. No, none of that discriminatory nonsense here. You're only not allowed here if you're a jerk. Wow, really? That's awful. No, you are 100%. Take a seat. Take off your shoes. Sit down. Make yourself comfy. You are 100% welcome here. Do not think otherwise. And shame on those streamers who made you feel that way. Absolutely. Shame on them. That's not cool. That is not cool. Zig, are you still here? Zig, I need to know what the difference between a pink and a blue portal is. Is it just color? Is it just color? Or does it break? Does pink break? Yes, I'm here. Yes, color. Okay, then I'm not discriminatory on color either. So I need hexacomb and deep brine, which I'm pretty sure my guys are making outside. Speaking of which, are you done? Can I have some deep brine? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, it glows. Oh my, oh, he exploded. Okay. No deep brine. Okay. I gotta make new things of these guys anyway. Okay, I need to make a new guy of him too. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it breaks. I hope it doesn't break. I'll cry. Was there a portal to, the new world? I need to probably go there tonight. Great teleporter. Like, what am I? Advance. Advanced. Oh, I probably didn't need to do this. Well, no. Yeah, I'll do it too, whatever. But I wanted advanced drill and advanced pump. Okay. Then I open my gadget tool, my crazy gadget tool, and then I activate, and I put down... Yeah, because I'm going to just put down the novice and advanced. Where do I go for the bees? I forgot where the bees are. This is the bee. Was that in what's-his-name's farm? Alright, you guys may... Want to subscribe? Then I don't got my... No, that's okay! That is a-okay. You're following and you're here, and that's what matters. Do not feel obligated to subscribe. That is there for the people who have the means and want to spare whatever they have to do the thing. Like, do not put yourself in a tough place just because you want to show your support. You are already here and already doing it. And I am already most appreciative. Faux show. I have no upgrade. Where do I go? Yeah, honestly, like, being here and, you know, hanging out with me, that means so much more than just a subscription. Like, I would rather you be here than subscribe and never show up again. Because believe it or not, that happens. And, like, yeah, I won't be a brat and say that the money isn't nice. Like, but I'm here to make friends. Like, that's my utmost priority. Make friends, hang out, and make a safe space, and just... I want everyone to be comfortable and have fun. That's it. That's all I want. So you're already doing more than a subscription is worth, in my opinion. Stop hurting me. That's it. Professor, you got it. Professor knows what's up. That's why he's a mod. My friends are my power. You already... Alright, there's 60. Now I'm gonna make it 70 just to spite. You were saying that because I'm kind of really rough dude. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear all those things. But yes, I am a Keyblade wielder, and I like to think that I am a good judge of heart. Most people would say judge of character, but like, I can't explain it. I just know if someone has light or darkness in their heart. And I sense light in yours. I've been messing around in my ranch because I honestly don't know where to go. Oh, I forgot everything. Like, okay, here's the deal. Look how big this map is. Do I need to be... Yeah, okay, there's a portal that takes me to over here. That portal is outside the chicken coop? I think it's outside the chicken coop. Bok, bok, bok. I think this portal takes me outside. Yup, okay. I'm now further than I've ever... Well, I shouldn't say ever been. Oh no! These guys are gonna be mad. No, 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 no. Okay. Alright, note to self. Don't go through here at night. That's why things don't appear when I'm running through in the daytime, because they're nighttime dudes. Well... I almost fell in the water. I can't swim in this game. I need to be careful. Okay. Alright, so I go up here. I jump down the hole. Woohoo! Aw. Little tabby. Alright, I need to get away. Oh, I need to get away from the booms because they will hurt me. Some slimes hurt you. Some slimes hurt you and don't mean to. Aww. They're hungry. Always a bummer when a game doesn't let you swim. I mean, I get it. At least. I don't know. That's just me. Alright, is this the secret slime temple? Okay. So then... I don't think I'm getting honey. I don't think honey's over here. Honey's totally somewhere else. So, like, oops. Okay. Hi! Hello, everybody! Is this open the door? Yep. Alright, in we go. I'm on the hunt. Wait, why am I picking up chickens? I need to find the quantums. The quantum slimes. Open the door? Open the door. Let's go! They're here somewhere. Probably have to go in deeper. actually never seen this. Senza, how have you not, like, not that I'm judging you or anything, but, like, I feel like everybody's playing this game right now. It's kind of what brought me to be like, ooh, I want to play the game because it's so pretty. Alright, you know what? Give me that port. Give me that. Wait, do any of you... Ow, ow, ow. Where? Would you eat a chicken? Or would you eat... Hold on, would you eat a carrot? Yes. Give me that quantum. Nobody eat it. No, it's mine. Thank you. Okay. One down. Ha, ha, ha. One down, 7 to go, and I need to stop getting hurt. Okay, I don't need the rock slimes. I don't even think I need the chicken. I'll hold on to them because I'm a hoarder. Because I'm a sheltered bean. Aww. If you make ports, give. Oh, hello. Okay, would you eat a chicken? I don't think you're gonna eat a chicken. Hungry though. You don't want a chicken? Okay, I know you eat fruit and veggie. Yeah, there's no fruit and veggie here. I was a fool and didn't bring any fruit and veggies here. Alright, I'm gonna see... Okay, so I can hold on to a quantum slime. Carrot! No, no. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna feed this one. Do you... Oh, you only eat fruit. Okay, I'm gonna feed... Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry. Here, eat. Gimme. Give me! Okay. This is easy. You gonna eat that? Okay. Eat it. Oh, you dodged it. Are you gonna eat it? You can have it. You want it? You wanna eat it? I hear bad. Oh God! No, I'm not. No, go. Be gone. No. Okay. I have 4. I need 3 more. I need some carrot. Don't hurt me. Look at you. You're all ridiculous. Stop. Stop it. Stop. You beings of darkness better stop it. Alright, I need to find more carrots. More carrot. Not run into the rocky spikes. Hello, goodbye. Memory serves, Zigma did warn you that dealing with quantums is a bit troublesome. Wait, what haven't you seen, Max? Honey? Just kidding. Okay, I was just down there. There's nothing I wanted to do down there. I really just should have brought some carrots. That was foolish of me to just waltz in here with nothing. I'm gonna drop the chicken. I don't need any more. Gosh, and they all just got eaten. I feel so bad. If there's one thing I dislike about this game, it's... You just ate something. Is there something I can salvage down? Oh, I think you just ate a chicken. But yeah, my least favorite thing about this game is... Gosh, just hearing chickens getting eaten. Regular quantum slime should be able to eat regular fruit. Also. Puddles! I love puddles. They're my favorite. I don't think there are any quantum slimes out here. Chickens. Ooh! I have a green one. And I could get another green one. Alright, I'm gonna go back inside. Oh, carrots. Alright, now I'm stocked. Gotta go back in! Yeah! Wow! Is that a fruit? Oh, it's a pink slime. Okay. Oh don't know why I thought that was a fruit. Alright, quantums! I got 4 fruits. I only need 3 more of your plorts. Hey! Hey! Would you like a carrot? Okay. Are you not hungry? Dang it, the other one can do it. Oh. Okay, I guess he's not hungry. Would you like a fruit? Oh, sorry. Would you like a fruit? Yeah. Would you like another fruit? Yeah! This is my homeboy right here. One more? Nope. You full? Okay. Okay. Are you hungry? Oh no. Are you hungry? Wait. Come here. Ow! Are you hungry? Do you hunger? Yes. Yes. Don't you dare eat the plort. Don't! No. Oh no, the fruit! I went all the way over there! Don't. Okay. Okay. Hey, would you like another one? Yeah. What's up? Wait, where'd it go? Ugh! Okay. A few cute outfits in PSO2. Send them in the Discord. Go for it, my friend. And that's a thing too, Max. If you have a Discord and are interested, we do have a Discord server where we can hang out and talk more than just on stream. If you're interested, of course. Wow, okay. Could you... Okay, you just insist on being in the wall. Ow! Would you like a carrot? As thanks for hurting me. Gosh. Eat it. Eat it. Do not eat it. He didn't eat it. I think he's trying to eat it. I'm sorry, did I put it in a stupid place? I'm just trying. I don't know what's happening. Here. Please eat. I didn't want. Wait. Get out. Get out! Are any more of you hungry? Like, actually hungry? Yeah. Keep making my plorts. Don't. Ow! Huh! I guess he's not hungry. It is really funny though when they just like. Oh, ow. Sorry. Please eat. Are you going to eat? You don't eat vegetable. I don't have fruit. I thought. Oh, okay. There he goes. Here, now I can feed you. Hold on. Wait. Ow. There you go. There you go, my guy. Yeah. Now give me that plort. Plorts are so valuable. Did I get it? Okay, so I have 12. If I can get more while I'm here, I'd like more. 12's a good number. I need 7 for the drone. And I can put the rest... I guess I'll put them all in research. I guess. The bot command didn't work. Uh-oh. What? Oh, cool. Thanks, Streambot. I noticed that it wasn't... Oh, guys, you know why? I think I know why. And if so, I'm gonna have to go on BRB and deal with some encoding overload. No, the chatbot is absolutely not taking a break right now. So, I changed my, if you guys noticed, if you were here before, I was known as Manami Tsunami on Twitch, and now I got to change my name to Manami VT. So, Streambot is probably thinking it's sending the things over to Manami Tsunami when that's not who I am anymore. So, time for some encoding overload as I fix that real quick. And a monster's attacking, so I should probably pause the game. Oh, gosh. But, like, I still got alerts okay. That's the funny part. Alright, hold on. Yeah, no, changing my name affected just about everything. That's silly. Okay. Oh, you know what? Commands doesn't even work anymore. Because I moved them down below the thing. Oh my gosh, why isn't that working? Oh! Oh, nope, we got it. Why didn't it work for Professor, though? Okay, well, maybe it does work now. I'm hoping so. Settings. Hey, okay, there we go. Alright, it's working. Cool beans. Thank you for bringing it up anyway, just in case it was a problem. But yeah, Max, follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter too, and join the Discord. I'd love to hang out with you more. Ooh. I like having the blue echoes. Carrots! No! You're a monster. Where is he? Oh no, he's probably hurting people. When I say people, I mean slimes. They're people too, right? No! You stop it right now. Right this instant! Stop it! Oh. No! You okay, little dude? Uh-oh. Gosh, they're everywhere right now. Leave them alone! I will protect my babies at all costs. You guys only eat fruit. I gotta feed. It's alright. I can tell with the music if, there's a monster. Can you have that? No. Can you have that? I need as many plorts as I can while I'm here. Oh, I really don't remember where I need to go for the honey, though. There's somewhere with bees. Zig, is that that guy's ranch where he wants me to build stuff and whatever? Just didn't want any anyway. That's whether slimes are people depend if you're using people. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of referring them as any living creature. Where did that carrot? Oh. Whoops, excuse me. Sorry. Please eat the carrot. Oh wait, I can feed this guy. Yeah, stop. Give. Hey, little dude. I'll feed this to him. Oh, were you trying to eat it? I'm sorry. Ow. No, where did- It's going away! Come here. Okay. Sir, would you like a rock fort? Now, would you like a carrot? Look how happy he is to eat my carrot. Want another one? Eat the next one. I heard somebody eat something. Eat it. Okay, or don't. How about you? You want a carrot? Yeah! Yeah! Roll around. You do it. Whoop. I didn't want the rock. Don't. Oh, you know what? No, I'll give it to him. I'll make them all rock quantums. Whoop. Gosh, if I could aim with this thing tonight, that'd be pretty. Oh my god! That'd be really cool if I could aim properly. Where did he go? Oh, where did he go? Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. All they do is hurt. Alright, how many do I have? 16? I could work with 16. 16's fine. How do I go home? I don't know. Is this the way home? This might not be the way home. This actually might be the way home. It's definitely not the way home. I don't know if I'm going further in. I'm going further in. Turn around. Hello, Towdy. I'm gonna have this fruit. Goodbye. Snag a quantum splort. I don't know why I said splore. It's not the word. Oh, true. Oh gosh. You're making everything a problem. Here, would you like a fruit? I'm gonna leave after. No, I'm not gonna take you. Alright, I'll take it. Oh gosh. No! Leave him be! Oh. I'm gonna run out of water. Sparing off my water. Alright. I think I saved the day. You're welcome, little slime. But now, oh. How do I leave? Oh, shoot. Sport. Don't make fun of me! Gosh, I don't know. If I push this again, will it open the door? Yes! Haha! I'm free! Why not take some quantums with you? Drop them somewhere more convenient closer to home. Even if you can't keep them in pens. Is that something I can do? I figure if they're in an area where they can't be, they'll just, like, disappear. Kind of like how the phosphors disappear when it's not nighttime. Yeah, I mean, definitely having them closer would be more convenient. I actually don't know how many just quantum slimes are left either. Yeah, I think that was literally it. All the monsters ate the other ones. Because, you know, rude. Yeah, I guess I'll take 2 home. See what happens. Something's gonna happen. Ow. I hear monsters. Enough water to fight off monsters right now. Really? Get. I just said I don't have enough water for the- oh. It's a quantum tabby. I don't pretend to know anything about them outside of a little bit. That's fair. Well, I guess I'm gonna go home. Because I don't want to lose all the ports that I got. They're very important. They're important. Ah! I know, I'm awesome. Please clap. I'm really high up. Okay. Okay. Good! I get to go home through the crazies at night. I don't have a clapping sound alert. I thought I did. I used to once upon a time. I think I changed it. I think I replaced it with the kids going, yay! Because I thought it was cute. I can only have 6 sound alerts for channel point redemptions. It's kind of sad. Like, I want so much more. And of course for the bits I can have like 26 or whatever. I'm just like, dang. Round it out a little bit, huh? I don't want the money. Alright. I'm gonna put these blue echoes on my house. It's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know if that's something I would have to, like, purchase. Excuse me. My favorite is when I yawn an hour before stream's supposed to end. What was that sound? Because I hit this thing? That's what it was. Okay. I heard a sound and I'm like, wait, what is that? Alright. So all I need now is the hexacomb, right? For my dronage. We're almost there. And I mean, like, I'm gonna be able to make a couple, I think. Trying to see how many. I assume the right is how many I need and the left is how many I have. I don't have a lot of hexacombs. I'd only be able to make one. Do I only need one? Because I assumed it was like one per area. So like I would need one for the cave, I would need one for the main section of the ranch, I'd need one for out here. But I mean, if he flies all around, I'll take it. Alright, wild honey. I'm also gonna like... I'm not gonna put it in my cave. I'm gonna put it in the cave that my cave is connected. Is that not here? I thought that was here. Ooh. Yeah, can I throw these guys like in here? Would you guys be okay in here? Like, you can be wild. Woohoo! Just stay here. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Oh, jeez. Is there a Slimepedia on where to get honey? Resources? Honey? Alright. Well, since that came out to be fruitless, I'm going to go to that guy's ranch, because I think that's where it is. Ooh, hey. Gosh, there's so much fruit! I have too much. Okay. I know you guys are probably starving. Check it out. You're about to be loaded. You guys are gonna have so much food, you're gonna not even know what to do with it all. Alright. About to throw you guys 75 Q-berries. What's up? Get some noms. You deserve it. I think that guy's ranch. Oh, you know what? I need water. Where's that? In this pond. Hi guys. Can't not have water. Alright, so I think... Is it? Okay. This is where I get honey, right? Hey, what do you want? This is where I get honey. That's where I get honey. I don't want to waste a thing. I might have to be a fool and look it up. Just because I don't remember. Zig, if you can hear me, where do I need to go to get honey again? I forgot. Looking at this map, pretending I know what I'm actually looking at. I'm funny. I'm so funny. In the jungle in the upper area. Okay. Woo! It is fun to jump. I wish I could open this portal up. Though it looks like the research lab, so if that just takes me to the research lab, I don't really care that much. Ah, more chickens. That's right, I have a surplus of chickens that I need to take care of. That's not happening right now because I'm trying to get myself a gosh darn drone. Okay. Oh, the middle area? Wait. In the jungle or in this purple? What even consider the middle area? I guess that's the middle area. I feel like the bees would be here, though. I'm going here. You said the jungle. That looks like the jungle. Don't hurt me, please. I'm sorry. What do you mean? If this isn't a jungle, I don't know what is. Do I just put them anywhere? Is there a specific bee place? I'm stuck. I was stuck. Not as stuck as I was that one time, though. I'm gonna just quickly look it up really quick. I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to look like a fool. No, that's okay. In the moss blanket. Wait. Isn't the moss blanket the purple section? Shoot, I think I went to the wrong area. The moss blanket. Can you show me that on the map? No, it can't. A moss blanket. Oh. So I am in the right area. Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm in the right area. Let's see what the Slimepedia online says. Wild honey. Common slime science resource obtained exclusively in the moss blanket with the acne area most used. Cool. So do I just plop this anywhere then? Since I'm here? I feel like I should find honey slimes and then put it down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna look into it anymore. I'm gonna just try and figure this out for myself. I'll find some honey slimes. My phosphor slime. Hanging out in the corner. What are you? Oh, that was a chicken. I was like, what the heck was that? That was something. I don't know what that is. Boom? Yeah, it's a boom. Honey! Got some honey. Hi, honey. Alright. So if there are honey slimes, there should be... Whoop. Will the booms destroy my gadgets is the question. I'm kinda nervous about doing it here. Venture a little further forth. Oh. Is really where I get by venturing forth? I know at some point there's like hunters that are kind of vicious. I also don't want to go too far just for the sake of like convenience. Sorry. Just ran right into him. Wasn't there a portal somewhere around here? I don't know if it's one I can go back through. Well, I've completely lost the honeys. But the good news is that I'm not in danger. Yet. I feel like I'm going to be, though, any minute. Man, I am lagging so bad. It's this one area. I think this happened before, too, when I was in this forest. It's like, it makes my game just like, nope. And more advanced treasure cracker would be nice to have. I have maxed out everything except my treasure cracker. Yeah, and it, like, that wasn't the stream. That was the game. So bad. Have I just completely lost the honeys at this point? Also, that's one over there. Is that a honey phosphor? Alright, well at least there's a honey. Really? And it's gone? That worked out. That worked out for everybody. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it was just specifically that area. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Alright, these guys are mad. Ooh, what's worse than a mad slime? A mad boom. Like, oh, thank you. Oh yeah, that's yarn balls. Play with the tabbies. It's my favorite. I feel like I've gone so far that it's like I need to hang out with the machine. Otherwise I'm gonna lose my... stuff. Can I just come from this way? Are you guys the angry booms? Oh, look like. Oh, hey, a crate. Hey. I'll run away with it and open it in privacy. Right. At the very least, it gives me money. Actually, there are monsters again. I'm gonna just go. Did I just make a big circle? Wow, I just went in a big circle. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. There are more monsters. Oh. Gosh, they're everywhere. Oh my gosh. Are you guys done? Alright, there are honeys here. This is where I'm going. Rooster, I feel you, dog. I feel this, Rooster. Can I build a gadget here? Dang it. I'm afraid of putting it near the booms. I don't want them to explode. There's like no safe place to put them. I guess this is as safe as we're getting. I'm still gonna throw down the novice and see what happens. Please get honey for me. There's a honey slime over here. Please. It's probably not gonna get me much honey is the thing. Maybe I should have... I guess I'll put the other one here. Put all my eggs in a basket, you know. Plus they'll finish around the same time. I don't want to leave, but I also don't want to just sit here for 12 minutes. Don't! No! Ugh. Please don't hurt my machines. I feel like if anything, I need to actually stay here and protect my machine. Can someone confirm if these slimes can actually kill my machines? I'm like freaking out. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. Uh-oh. No. No. Gosh, my ear itches. There we go. What happens if I spray you with honey? It does not. That's fine. You're gonna be honey, right? Oh, you're a honey boom. Good for you. Still gonna toss you over there. Hi, Tabby. What's up, my guy? Whee! I didn't mean to hit him that hard, but that's... He went flying. Oh. That was very nice. Now go over there. Hopefully that wasn't... Hopefully that was just a cliff. I don't want to hurt them. Gosh, look at the boom, Tabby. That's really cool. Oh. Ha! 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 Jeez! Gave me a heart attack, man! How much longer does this need? Where did that Tabby go? No. I will send you over there. I will send your chickens over there. How's that sound? There you go. Chickens. Yes, the boom slimes really do have a cool aesthetic. Oh, no, 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 no. No. I'm gonna feel really dumb if I didn't need to protect these machines at all, like... No! Stop being so ridiculous, guys. Okay. Oh, look at the little honey slime. Whoop. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, it's my favorite support bunny! Hi! Welcome! Nina! What are you doing? Ah, kitty. Get. I'm trying to protect my machines, even though I'm not totally sure if I need to protect them or not. But I'm protecting them anyway. I guess collecting boom points. I'm gonna feel really silly if I didn't do all this, but I better- I don't know. I see it as a case of I'd rather be safe than sorry. See, I like the aesthetic of the pink and the honey boom slimes because it's like they're just like- this is a pink boom slime, so it's just a little pink. Then the honey is like a little orange. I think it's really cool. I don't know. Alright, you guys are getting too close. I'm sorry. You guys booming all over the place? Go boom over there. Come here. Go boom over there. Go boom over there. Boom. Boom over that way. Leave my machines out of it. I need honey. I need honey, man! How are you, Manami? I'm doing okay. Having shoulder issues, but managing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a back issue myself. My chair is not the most comfy in the world, and I need to figure something out. Long story short. I could say butt problems, I guess. Not so much back problems. I don't know, I feel kind of weird talking about butt problems. Back problems are fine, but butt problems, I'm here like, Can we talk about something else? I'm gonna stand on my machine and protect it with my life. Seems they got the hint and they're all over there now. I hope I didn't waste these machines putting- like, I'm in the mossy area. I don't know how I hurt my shoulder, but it feels a little better. Well, it's good that it's feeling better. If anything, put some ice on it. Oh, you had an appointment. Even better. You have access to see a doctor? Absolutely go see a doctor. make sure it's not something more serious. Oh, look at all the monsters causing problems over there. So I should have my water ready. They're probably gonna come over here and try to ruin everything. As usual. As usual. Look at them all. Oh, no. Ooh! Made up for my miss by hitting 2 at the same time. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so good at this game. How much time is left? Oh, 6 minutes. Okay. Sorry, I'm sure this is riveting for everyone to watch. Oh, hey, look, more water. Get that while things are calm. Alright, back to my post. Back to my post. On top of my machine. Even though I can't see my own feet. What are feet? What is feet? Oh, Professor, you made me want a hot cocoa! I wonder if we have some powder here on the gummy ship. I drank a lot of it, so I'd be surprised if we did. Oh, that sounds so good right now. I want some. Either that or chocolate candy, like chocolate period. Oh, I have tea. That can suit me in the meantime. So how are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully, for the most part, okay. And if not, well, things will get better. I promise. They can get better for me, they'll get better for you too. You just gotta hang in there. That's the tough part. You gotta hang in there. Dumb brain makes you think, oh, it's stupid, it's pointless, it's worthless. Why am I standing on this machine? Stupid, it's pointless. Like, no, not pointless. You got this. Boom, slime, please don't. Please don't. How much time we got left? 3 minutes? That's more like 4, it just started. We've got a coffee machine that you put little pods into that lets you make a single cup, and they have pods for hot cocoa too. Wow, that sounds super convenient. Pretty much on the gummy ship, it's like a standard coffee maker where you like, it doesn't make hot cocoa. I have to kind of like, there's like just like a little mini stovetop kind of like. The best way I can explain it is like, you know how there's like a little mini kitchenette in like one of those like mobile homes or trailers and stuff like that. It's like very small. It's like that. So like I have a little teeny stovetop. So I put milk in a pot and I boil it. And then we have powder for, and that's not how I make hot cocoa back at home. I mean, I have a special secret family recipe that I obviously can't tell you what I do with, but let's just say I don't make hot cocoa that way, at least entirely. I can't say I use a pot and a stovetop, so it's like kind of the same thing, but I don't use powder. Drinking coffee a lot more often since my family got it. I mean, it does sound convenient, especially if you're the kind of person who like doesn't drink a lot. You just drink like 1 cup is all you need. Wow, made a firework happen. Yeah, I don't know if something like that exists on my world or not. I mean, obviously not right now for obvious not existing reasons, but I know there was like the standard coffee maker, but I didn't start drinking coffee until I became a Keyblade wielder, basically. When you're a soldier in the military, apparently you want to drink coffee more, I guess. It's not true. It was just one day I was really tired. Good evening, Minami. Just stopped by to say hi. Hi, Lyoto-san. How are you? I am guarding a machine that I don't know can actually be destroyed, but it's also like I don't want to lose it. I'm just hanging out here. So, you know, riveting content. Stop. Go. What? No. Oh. Definitely don't drink a lot, though. Ever since the fridge had some issues, I was forced to throw in my pumpkin spice coffee creamer. No! I love pumpkin spice. Not even just in a coffee creamer sense. It's just like, oh, just in general, the flavor. I love pumpkin flavor. Okay, Manami, you have my full attention. Why? Because I'm talking about pumpkin spice? Zig, I've been guarding these machines this whole time, and it's like, it's basically done now, so it's like, it's like too late. So, but I didn't know if these machines could be destroyed by the boom / monster slimes, so I stood here and guarded them. And it's like I said, even if it's not a thing that can happen, the timer's already done. It was half so that I didn't lose them. And the other half was like, I was scared that the booms could destroy them if they, like, exploded nearby. I don't know if I pulled a dumb or not. But here, you know what? I didn't, if I pulled a dumb, fine. But I pulled a safe. Being safe. Alright, if anything, this one should be done. Honey, please, honey, please. Buzzwax. I want this. N. Hexacombs are nice. I didn't get any... Oh, shoot, I didn't get any wild honey. Please, honey! I see it! I got some. Not enough, though. I got 2. Well, you're gonna be making more. Okay, so I did the right thing and made honey. Funny nonetheless. Alright, well, if they won't explode, I will make my way over here then. Wait. Excuse me, I'm gonna do something probably considered silly. That's where my thing is. Okay. Just so that we all know, including me, that that's where my thing is. Honestly, by the time I go back and put everything back and then come back, done again. But hey, I don't need to sit around and protect it. That's good to know. Now. Now I would like to leave. Whoop, excuse me. Pushed the wrong button. Where did I come in? I didn't came here. Scale the cliffs. Or just walk out. Uh-oh. Oh boy, okay. I fell in between the pier and the rock right there. That was scary. But we're okay. That's all that matters. I keep having to run through this area at night where there's those hostile slimes. It's like, dang it, every time. Should probably not run through here. Sounds like a one-way ticket to run like, right off the pier. Fall into the water. Lose everything. Alright. Now we run. These guys are nasty. Here. Alright, we made it. My family is making a tater tot and hot dog casserole. Mmm, that sounds good. You're definitely eating a lot better than I am on the gummy ship, that's for sure. We just eat a whole bunch of, like, dried, processed food that can basically last a long time on the gummy ship and whatnot. We don't... Like, we have... It's kind of weird, because it's not a refrigerator. It kind of is a... It's basically a refrigerator, but it's not, like... I don't think it can get as cold as an actual refrigerator, so we don't have many, like, perishable things. Like, we have milk. I don't even think we have eggs. Like, we just don't have a lot of... Like, if there's anything in our refrigerator, it's stuff that can't, like, last for very long, basically. Egg lets you keep milk. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would imagine that before I joined the team, they didn't supply it, but maybe because, you know, I understand that sometimes drinking milk is necessary. We added it back to the ship. Either that or Ed let it go to waste, which honestly I hope wasn't the case. Just get over it and drink your dang milk. Oh my gosh, I need more wild honey. I need 2 more wild honeys and I can build a drone. I just want a drone. Yeah, no, I'm definitely the only one who drinks the milk. And even then, I don't really drink milk. I mix milk in things. That's the difference between Ed and I. That he won't really consume it at all. He told me he's fine with milk and beef stew, and I'm here like, I don't even know how to make beef stew. Like, he's looking at me like I'm gonna make it. I'm like, do I look like I know how to make beef stew? Because I don't. Yeah, milk on its own, I'll agree with Ed there. It's gross. Like, I will not disagree that milk on its own is pretty gross. But mix it with chocolate, have it in cereal, you know, whatever. Like, it's not hard to make milk drinkable. Like, I love chocolate milk, I love strawberry milk, and I feel like, honestly, if Ed would get over himself, he would like strawberry milk, too. You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna say this really quietly, but like, one of these days, I'm gonna find a way to get like some kind of strawberry milk mix, because I would assume a mistress has some, right? And I'm gonna mix it, and I'm gonna just give it to Ed and be like, it's a vanilla, it's like a strawberry vanilla cream drink. It's not milk. You know, it's like candy or whatever. He's gonna drink it, and he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, Manami, this is delicious. And then I'm gonna tell him it's freaking milk. He's gonna lose his mind. He's probably gonna hate me forever, but it's like, dude, just get over yourself. Love of Christmas. That's how I feel. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should do that with chocolate or strawberry. I feel like he'd be more into strawberry. Ed's not really into sweet things, period. Like, straight up, he drinks his coffee black, which I think is concerning. Like, old men drink... I shouldn't say that. Someone in the chat's gonna be like, I drink coffee black, and I'm just gonna be like, old people drink coffee black. But, like, honestly, I gotta have some kind of sweetener in whatever coffee I drink. I can't do straight black. Ed just drinks it black, and I can't... It doesn't make any sense. My grandma drinks coffee black. Well, in this case, that proves me right. But I just don't want anyone in the chat to be like, oh, you know, I'm, you know, in my teens or I'm in my 20s and I drink coffee black, because it's like, oh, no, you're not old. You're just... I don't want to say... I don't want to offend anybody. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't want to throw... I wanted to sell those. Okay, whatever. I just don't see why anyone likes it black. If nothing else, add a little sugar. Like, something to make it not just... Because, like, I tried it, and it's gross. It's so gross. It's like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like making water worse. And not that water's bad. Water's good for you, but it's just like... water doesn't have much of a taste, so why would you make it worse? Why is that your... I don't know, man. And by a little bit, I mean 3 to 5 spoonfuls. I mean, yeah, I add cream and sugar to my coffee, so... No wonder I'm not fat. Oh yeah, because I work it off, beating up Heartless every day. That's it. That's it. I earned my overwhelming amounts of sugar and cream and sweets. I'd rather just have a milkshake. Baron, you're my kind of person. That's what's up. I'll take a milkshake, I'll take a cupcake, I'll take a cake, I'll take some cookies, ice cream. Like, don't give me these carrots. I don't want these carrots. These carrots are for the slimes anyway. I love sweet things. I love sweet things. Again, it's a wonder I'm not fat. But you know what? Whatever. Like I said, also, I earned it because I fight Heartless day in and day out just about. I think this Keyblade wielder deserves a sweet thing every other day. Don't judge me. Haven't had a homemade milkshake in years. I don't think I've ever had a homemade milkshake, period. Now that I come to think about it. I just never thought to actually make one. I just go buy one. I had the luxury of having an ice cream shop, though, like, on the pier right by my house. So it was more of a matter of, like, I don't... Probably the fact of the matter is that I didn't feel like doing it anyway. And it's just like, yeah, let's just go down to the pier and get one. And then I don't get a milkshake that often, I get a gelato. Gelato's my favorite. I'm telling you guys, cotton candy ice. If you guys have gelatos in your world, cotton candy ice with, wow. Are we gonna be full? Yep, we're gonna be full of... Alright. Cotton candy ice with vanilla custard. It's a gift from heaven. Like, serious. I mean it. Next time you get a gelato, get that flavor and think of me. And thank me, actually. Next time you see me. Telling you, it's actually to die for. I would die for a cotton candy gelato. I'm not sorry to say it. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Alright guys, you can afford to eat a little more. Yeah, you love it. I know you love it. It's your favorite. Oh my gosh, you're so good. I haven't had gelato in a long time. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I haven't is because- oh. I got talking about gelato and I totally blacked out. What am I doing? Stop hurting me. But yeah, I don't think they have gelato on Mestris or anywhere else that I've been for that matter, so like, eh. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah, for those of you who don't know what a gelato is, because it sounds like you guys have it on your world, but if you haven't had it, it's basically like this flavored ice, and then it's like they put a few spoonfuls of ice in the cup, and then they put in some custard, and then they put another scoop of ice, and then they put more custard, and then they top it off with another thing of ice. And it's so good. You can get different flavors of custard, I think. I think you can get chocolate or vanilla. I get vanilla, and then, oh my gosh, at least at my pier, there were all the flavors of ice in the world. Like, you name it. And fruits, and chocolate, and mint, and fruit. I know I said fruit, but like strawberry, blueberry, cherry, pineapple, you know, like pineapple's good too with the vanilla custard, but just cotton candy has always done it for me. It's like my absolute comfort food. I would die to have it again. Like, actually, I would die to have it again. I miss it so much. It's one of the things I miss most about my world, in fact. Man, that's amazing I'm not fat. One of the things I miss most from my home world is food. Alright, no. It's like ice cream, but a lot creamier. Yeah, basically, if you're meaning custard. It is basically ice cream. It's like soft serve ice cream. Oh, I have 50. Shoot. It's so good. Okay, so since gelatos exist on your world, I asked my creator if she could hook me up with a gelato. Hopefully there's cotton candy flavor. Making me want gelato. Well, you know what? That's me getting back at you, Professor, because you made me want hot cocoa, which I'm probably still going to have after my stream. So, meh. Alright, I'm gonna sell the honey and the crystal. That thing is definitely done by now. I have just been goofing off with torts. Oh, I'm so close to having a drone do all this work for me. I need it. Oh, those crystals are probably still on the ground. Give me all this. I got it here. Crystal. Oh, well, that's left us the crystal. Of course, there's more than 50! Oh, wah, 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 wah. Pet pats! Thank you, Ichigo! Hi! Welcome! 50. Oh yeah, I didn't take my head pats away. How are you, friend? Welcome! Gosh, I still have a slime key. What do I even do with that? How's Slime Rancher? It's good! I'm having fun. I'm working my way towards getting a drone so I don't have to do this work anymore. Is that bad of me to say? It's probably bad of me to say. Why are there what? Just junk. What? Why is there a boom plort in the puddle pond? Like, what the? What is happening? What are you guys doing? Can I have this? Thank you. Gosh, I didn't even look at the phosphor tabbies yet. They probably have 1,000,005 plorts. Save the slime key. Oh yeah, I don't even know what to do with it right now. Even if I was like crazy about doing something with it, I haven't seen a door that needs a key yet. Okay. Nope, I'm not thinking about all the ports you guys have made. It's gonna be the drone's job, hopefully. Does he cover all sections of the map, Zig, or is this one where I'm gonna have to make multiple drones for like each section? Oh my gosh. You guys are going nuts! Remember the portal from the last slime? Yes, I do. Which I don't think I'm gonna do tonight. Just seeing how I have 8 minutes left of my stream. Gosh! I'm gonna build this drone if it kills me! If it kills me! I'm putting these in the research thing. I'm going to sell the rest, and I'm leaving, and I'm going to get, hopefully, oh my god, hopefully, honey, build a drone, and that'll be it for the night. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. That fruit just plopped, like, jumped in the air, and I'm like, you know, you keep doing you, man. Oh no. Yeah, it's almost time for the end of the stream already. It's weird because, like, I read for an hour, and then I play a game for only 2 hours. That's why it feels weird. Alright. Thinking about the fruit situation. I know they have plenty of fruit. At least until next time. I might play Slime Rancher again on Wednesday. Just because I guess I should be talking more about the 12-hour stream next week. So yeah, to celebrate your guys' Lunar New Year, that's kind of why I chose to do it, I'm doing my celebratory 12-hour stream. And things that are going to be happening, I'm going to be trying Earth food. So that's why I was thinking earlier, like, hey, you guys have gelato in your world? I'm going to see if my creator can zap me some gelato with cotton candy, and I can compare it how much it tastes like the gelato from my world. I'm probably gonna try Oreos. Whatever you guys like. I don't want it like. I'm pretty sure our worlds are the same in the sense of like, you guys have pineapple, I have pineapple. You know, like that's fine, but I don't have specific brand things. I think like. I've never had an Oreo. So I'm just kind of like, you know, if you guys can think of anything you'd like for me to try on stream, because I have 12 hours to kill. I'm going to play a lot of games, but I also feel like I'm going to be eating a lot of food. I'm considering, because people keep asking me, Manami, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza? And that's a concept I've never even heard of or even thought about. Pizza exists on my world. Pineapple exists on my world. But I never thought to put 2 and 2 together. And I can't even tell you guys, oh no, I don't like it. Or, yeah, I think it's awesome. So I'm thinking of doing that on stream. You know, just fun, silly things to try that you guys would be interested in. Because why not, right? You should try some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Okay. Let's do it. I'm just basically gonna ask my creator, like, hey, can you send me all these things? And she's gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna get so fat. Please tell me I needed 2 more wild honeys. Because I'm gonna cry if I needed- I think I needed 2. I hope to god I needed 2. They're chocolate with peanut butter in them. Ooh. Yeah, I don't mind a good chocolate peanut butter combo. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of accessibility. Like, if she can get those things, I'm sure she would send them to me. But if it's something she can't get, that's probably a little more difficult to accomplish. Which, fine. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. But that's all what I have in mind. Let me up. Wing. 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 Looks like I might be ending, like, relatively on time, too, so that's actually pretty nice. You know, for when the stream starts to crap out at around 11 o'clock, because that's the new fad. I'm kidding, but, like, literally last week, on Wednesday and Friday, I'm getting so good at navigating. Yay! Thank you, Zig. I'm learning the ropes. I'm learning my way around these parts. Alright. I still feel like I don't know anything, though, about that new area with, like, the quantums and stuff. Dog Soda, hi! Yay! Yes! Thank you for congratulating me! I reached 250 followers before I even started tonight, so thank you guys so much. You guys blow my mind, I swear, like, every day. You all just come together and make something special, like, every day for me. I just got 100 last night. Yay! Congratulations! I'm so proud of you. Are you done? Okay, hold on. We'll see what these guys can spit out before the big reveal. Alright. Got jellystone for days. Alright. Can I build a drone, please? You know what, I figure. Can I build a drone? Fabricate. I built a drone. So yeah, it is definitely per area. Ugh. I build another drone. Dang it. Oh gosh. I need 3 quantum plorts. Gosh, I have 0 wild honey after that? Eek. Alright, so I need more wild honey. Thankfully, other than the quantum plorts, like, for the hunter and honey, I'm good. Alright, well, I'm gonna put this drone where I need it the most, and that's in the front area. I can handle this. I can handle that in the cave. It's this front area where I have 4 whole sections that I'm just like, I need assistance. So, where would I build the drone? I guess I'll build him right here. Oh, you can't afford head pad. Oh, I'm sorry. You will one day. Will it get hurt if I do it here? Drone. Alright. Head pats! Thank you, Professor! Favorite. Other than the sound alerts, of course. The sound alerts are pretty good, too. My target... Wow, can I only do one? I thought I was gonna be able to do all plorts here. Okay. I love the yay. Oh, was that too loud? I'm sorry. Here, I'll turn it down so it's not so loud next time. I'm sorry. Oh no. I'm sorry I scared you. RIP headphone users. Oh. I think it was also more of like not expecting. Oh, I can do all plorts. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I want all plorts. Source. The corrals. Or plort collectors. Plort collectors. Destination. Can I, like... Does that save my settings by chance? Of course not. Okay. I don't have a big enough storage thing here. I would like for it to go into storage. He is such a look-it! Oh, I love him. I don't want to replace the pond. I mean, I guess I could build another pond in the cave. That's gonna have to be what I'm gonna have to do. It is what it is. Alright. And that'll just be for ports. So, if anything, I have some... I need to build a garden with that lemon. That's a plort. That's a plort. Can't bring out any ports. Drones only collect around a specific area. What about the dogs? What about the dogs? Sorry. What about the dogs? What's happening? I think I unlocked them, didn't I? I don't remember. Oh my gosh, there's so much cube fruit. Hold on. Build on it. What? Pond in here. Oh my gosh! No. Gently. Duh. Guys, just get in the pot. Okay. All gravy then. I'm only picking up as many fruit as it'll allow. Okay. Couple slime. Oh, you know what? That's true. I already built the pond. I'll worry about it another time. But yeah, I didn't consider. I could definitely put the pond slimes there. Well, that's okay. Because I'm a professional. A professional fool. So, alright. I don't know why I have these things in here. But oh. Very valuable gold plort. I think I was saving these for, like, the puzzle. But that's over now. Whatever. I'll figure it out next time. I need to figure it out now. Plorts. No. Plort collectors. And... Act. Alright. Look at him go! Guys, I got a drone! Look at him go! Yay! He's got a lot of work to do. Oh my gosh, he's got his work cut out for him. I want to see him. Oh, look at him go! Look at him! Oh, I love him. There he goes. There you go, little buddy. Sorry, I want to watch him do his job and then we'll cut it. Go to the left one. Oh. Oh, wait, no, go to the... Okay. I guess as long as you do it, right? Okay. I'll have to figure that out next time. Okay. Well, save and quit time. Guys, you know what time it is. It's time to cut the stream for tonight. It's time to raid a friend. So, who's online right now?
May your heart be your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key too, Professor. Thank you. Who's live? Ooh. I don't think I've raided her yet. Let's raid Miss Lottle. Because I love ocean life VTubers as well as mermaid VTubers, but Miss Lottle is very sweet and I love her. She's actually visiting aquariums, zoos, and more in VR chat. So that sounds like fun. Oh yes, thank you, Professor. Thank you. Yes, for anyone who's not a part of the Discord or following me on Twitter, please do so. I'd like to talk to you guys more. But yeah, on that note, I am currently putting in the coordinates now. For Miss Lottle. Tippity tippity tap. Alright. The coordinates are in. Did that work? That didn't work, I don't think. Do I need it without the ad? Whoop! Oh my gosh, I need to fix. I did the wrong command. Exclamation point is for the bot. Slash is for Twitch. I'm learning my... There we go. Alright. So, thank you to everyone who joined me tonight. Thank you to everyone who followed. Old and new friends, thank you for coming out tonight. I hope to see you guys on Wednesday, where I am probably going to play more Slime Rancher, just because I was cut a little short tonight. Didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, but hey, that's what happens when you read for an hour first. So, on that note, thank you guys again for helping me reach my goals. I hope you stick with me to see more goals reached in the future. May your hearts be your guiding keys. Make sure to tell Miss Lottle the same. And you guys have a great night. See you on Wednesday!